get into some spooky gaming.
What's up, Jeff?
The name of this video. This scary footage has left the internet agape. A gap or a gape? What do you think? I heard that one. How come I can't hear the other guy, though? A gape. Generally intrigue. Take a look. Oh, it's a slide. I see some rain. In the backyard. Scant. I guess that's a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment, but video, audio.
Now understanding.
That's why.
As always, I'll throw this one over to you, the viewers.
All right, well, I can turn that on and off. You didn't miss anything.
TikTok user, it's me baked, normally posts about her
It's
daily
me
life, where
baked.
nothing particularly unusual seems to happen. However, when she recently moved to a new home, she started to notice some strange
Dude,
things
everybody has
happening
that
around the property.
like chandelier
One
between their
video
tits now.
shared just a short
You know what I mean?
while
It's a
ago
little like
takes viewers on a
chandelier
journey to a
tattooed
nearby
there.
forest.
Swear to God.
Okay, first of all, I mean, I shouldn't even get into that.
That's
I
like
just want to show you the rocks real
the
quick, but I'll tell you the rest
most
later.
popular tattoo, I think, now.
What sets this particular video apart is the unsettling discovery she makes. Two large rocks that were typically in their usual positions have inexplicably shifted.
So this heavy rock
My
right
cat
here
latte.
is usually, this is Rex on it.
However, the real source of her unease becomes apparent when she approaches a sizable rock adorned with intricate artwork, including a name, Anna.
And I come around and notice this one's moved too, but then I take a closer look. My name's Anna. I did not paint these rocks.
Yeah, okay.
They've been there forever. I just moved here.
She insists she had no part in painting
I mean,
the rock.
it's a
and trying to
pretty
explain
common
how
name.
Her name ended up on it.
It's normally, like, I can't even move this one, it's so heavy. It's normally up like this against the tree, and it says Anna on it.
Is that supposed to be like
The
spooky?
unsettling
It's just like a
encounters don't end
coincidence.
there either. The OP recounts hearing mysterious
Yeah,
noises
Jesus
on
Christ.
her roof.
It started out with something on my
The
roof.
entire
I
face
called my
filter.
mom and she told me to call 911.
This is
I
followed
can't move
by a
it.
shocking
Moves it.
find.
Then whatever jumped off the roof and left this right here.
A massive
Oh my
17-inch
God.
footprint just near her house.
It's 17 inches big. It's pretty wide.
To add to the
I don't
mystery,
know if that's a
she
footprint.
discovers some strange hair nearby.
I found all of this hair and all kinds of feces. It's not cat hair. It's really thick. And yeah. So I don't know.
So what's to be made of these eerie discoveries? And what kind of animal would leave a footprint that large? Let me know your theories in the comments down below.
Lodge. And will he eat the cats? We'll put the cat inside them.
A Facebook page known as Chilling Scary has recently shared a
Chilling
spine-tingling
Scary.
video that's left viewers questioning the unknown.
I should check
The
out Chilling
unsettling
Scary after
footage
this.
captured near a dense forest in broad daylight takes an unexpected turn into the realm of the eerie. Take a look.
Let's take a look. Is it just the outline of the entrance into the forest there?
It can
Like
be
the
hard
absence
to
of a
see
tree?
at first glance, but once you notice the shadow,
I guess
it's
it's moving.
undeniable.
It just looks like it
Whatever
could be like the
is that
shape of a
shifts
person.
About,
Yeah, right.
then
It's just like a
just
hole to the
completely
forest.
disappears.
Oh no. Or maybe the light changed.
Regrettably, the video lacks any significant context, leaving viewers with more questions than answers. As we're left in the dark about the circumstances surrounding this eerie encounter, a sense of caution prevails. For those venturing into the woods for a hike or any outdoor activity, a watchful eye and heightened awareness might be advisable.
Is it just me or did it sound like Goofy was like, whoa, whoa, whoa? Right? It's a dog. Oh, oh, oh. I can't make a good Goofy sound.
TikTok user Insular Mercenary shared this next strange piece of CCTV footage. According to the account, the incident occurred in an undisclosed pub in the UK and was brought to light when a friend
Insular
arrived to find a
Mercenary.
chaotic mess that needed cleaning up. Suspecting that an employee might be responsible, the friend confronted the staff, only to be told that the bar was fully cleaned before closing up
Just
for
a
the night.
tiny
Determined to solve the
Romulan
mystery,
warlord.
they turned to security camera footage
Warlord.
for answers.
Talk like
Take a
Warlord.
look at what the cameras caught.
Doing great today so far.
Inexplicably, one of the bottles on the counter falls to the ground.
Broadsword.
No visible strings or wires can be seen, making this unusual occurrence even more confounding. The video has generated considerable attention and debate, with commenters expressing a mix of amazement and unease. Many have struggled to provide a rational explanation for the bottle's inexplicable fall, leaving room for speculation about paranormal forces at play. Ultimately, though, the mystery surrounding the moving bottle remains
First, I thought I was looking at a
inviting
roof.
Further speculation and discussion.
The roof of a
within
store.
the
I don't
online
know.
Community.
Is that really insane? It was on the edge of the table and it just so happened to fall over. What a world.
A recent video shared on Reddit by a user named Pure Orange Juice takes a bizarre turn, potentially forever altering one child's perception of Minnie Mouse.
Leave the kids
The
alone.
video of Horror Adventure 4, offering a glimpse into what appears to be a hair-raising paranormal experience within the confines of an abandoned hospital, rumoured to be located somewhere in Vietnam. In a heart-pounding exploration, two brave individuals venture into the decaying structure, armed only with their mobile phones and a flashlight to light the way.
Yeah, that baby is now forever
Before
possessed by
long,
Disney.
the video captures a series of unsettling discoveries,
how it works.
each more eerie than the last.
You watch too much Disney stuff, while Disney takes over part of your body. He can apparate freely.
Later, while in one of the hallways, they spot this.
Guys, I'm eating some trail mix. Tell me if you think this is, let's do a little dumb poll. Why not? I don't do a lot of polls. Wait, a poll? Or it should be like a bet thing. Hold on a second. I guess it would have to be a prediction. Okay. Trail mix. Raisins. I just forget how to spell raisins, honestly. Okay. Here we go. It's going to be for a minute, 2 minutes. I mean, a bunch of trail mix, and it has like the raisins in it. Do you like the raisins or you hate the raisins? I just fucking throw them out, man. I can't take it anymore. I fucking hate them. Hate them so much. You only eat some of the raisins? Ugh. I just feel like the raisin taste takes over too much. It's probably the only thing that's healthy in the entire fucking thing, too, but. Fuck with the raisins or most dried fruit. I like every other dried fruit. Like dried apricots. Hell yeah, dude. Get me in there. Raisins? Fucking garbage.
The walker in the foreground appears to move all by itself.
Yeah, I like dried cranberries too. Just don't like the taste of raisins, man. In the sure, I used to like him.
However, the most chilling moment is yet to come. Watch.
Should I like plant them?
Mas! Mas! Cok! Hei, Mas! Apa itu, Den? Udah bukan jam kerja, Mas!
Watching that again, an eerie figure is
Dude,
caught
dried
pushing the bed down
apricots
the
are
hallway.
the best. I love those.
Mas! Mas!
However, when they take
Guys,
a
I
look,
throw away all the other
figure
stuff
is
except for the
starting to be
M&Ms and the trail
seen.
mix. Is that kind of weird?
Hei! Jangan tolong!
So could this old hospital really be haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? I'll leave that up to you to decide.
Mas! Mas! Cok!
Wow, more of you guys eat them?
Udah bukan jam kerja, Mas!
Jesus Christ.
Mas!
I
Hei!
don't even fucking know you people. I don't even know you.
Before we take a look at a truly chilling video captured in a church in Mexico, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. A TikTok video posted by user Dark Moose Man has sent shivers down the spines of viewers. On January 2nd, 2022 in Chihuahua, Mexico, an eerie incident unfolded during Sunday Mass that left the congregation and viewers alike in a state of shock. The video captures a priest deeply engrossed in reciting the Bible, when an unexpected interruption suddenly occurs.
El Señor esté con ustedes y con tu espíritu.
A haunting voice echoes throughout the church.
I mean, depending on where you live,
drowning out the sacred
that crazy.
verses being spoken.
El Señor esté con ustedes y con tu espíritu.
Sanctuary!
Even the altar boys cast bewildered glances around the holy sanctuary.
Yeah, we should just like plant the raisins so they grow.
Speculations and theories about the source of these eerie cries have flooded the comments section. Some viewers have posited that these harrowing screams could be the deceptive work of malevolent entities, disguising themselves as human voices to unsettle the faithful and lead them astray from their congregation. Others have suggested a more ominous
It's a good
possibility
question.
that someone may be held captive within the church, their cries for help inadvertently captured in the video.
Someone's just holding
Señor
one
esté
past
con
like hostage here.
ustedes y con tu espíritu.
Looks like they're reacting to someone.
This scenario, if true,
Altar boys?
raises chilling questions about the circumstances and events.
Okay, would it be
unfolding
really that
behind the
far-fetched that like
scenes?
some fucking person was having an episode?
Regardless of the
Señor
true
esté con
nature of this unsettling occurrence, the TikTok
Like, they had to
video
be, like,
serves
dragged
as
out of
a
the
stark
church?
reminder that even within the most sacred of places, the boundary between
Just
the
get louder.
spiritual and the unexplained can blur, leaving us to grapple with the mysteries of the unknown.
Weird. Raisin trees are real? I was just trying to make I was trying to be
Now, in
dumb.
case you
I was
haven't
like
heard
trying to
the
make a
awesome
dumb
news,
joke.
We've launched a brand new second channel.
Trying to be like,
If you wanna see
I'm
the latest
dumb.
Episode, check
Couldn't even get it right. Couldn't even get that right. I don't know what a tree is. What? All right. Let's watch another video. Like I said, I do have a game I want to play.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to
Identified object moving over the base. For
I think you saw this video.
Where did she come from?
these days, when we captured
Did we see this?
activity, man waves his
Man waves his.
The video was released by renowned ufologist Jeremy Corbell and shows the unidentified
tall
object
bush.
moving over the base for several minutes.
Thought they were just grapes.
Footage, sometimes verified by the Pentagon. That doesn't go unnoticed. There are investigations. My #1 job is to protect sources.
Yeah, we saw
even
this,
if
I
they
think.
don't-
Well, now,
That looks like that
more
Imperial
strange footage has emerged,
spy
this time in
droid.
Sydney, Australia. Take a look.
We did see this. It says we didn't watch it, though. I don't know, man. Kind of weird. Bob Lazar's new handler. How about? Could have been a different channel. You're not wrong.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is
Let's
Slap
skip that
Ham.
one then.
Personal belongings. Despite extensive searches by
I'm completely thrown off.
How you
listening and disturbing. The night before she vanished, Carly attended a party with friends.
Oh, cool.
and
Vanishing
according-
people? That's great. Damn, that's not scary. That's just people being kidnapped.
The one particularly notable development involved YouTuber Joey Mack.
Okay, that is.
9 yielded an extraordinary photograph that's puzzled the uploader ever since. Captured accidentally on a digital camera while descending the tower's stairs, the image shows what appears to be a cloaked
It's terrifying,
figure
but
or
it's
a
not-
person in a white dress.
Not like low key, like, it looks like a ghost over here. It's like people being kidnapped and
The
stabbed.
unsettling part,
like
as the
objectively
uploader
happening.
recalls, is the certainty that the room was empty when they initially checked it
Not like
while
us.
climbing up the tower.
Dumb little spooky picture.
This peculiar detail was only noticed upon reviewing the photos back at home. What intensifies the mystery is the alleged presence of
Whoa.
the ghost of Empress Matilda, who was
Look at the
besieged in
ghost
the
legs.
castle during the Civil War of the 12th century. She's often depicted draped in a white cloak or robe, strikingly similar to the figure in the poster's photo. Her apparition has been reported in the castle's Saxon St. George's Tower, where she supposedly planned her dramatic escape during a snowy winter, cloaked in white to blend in with the snow. Oxford Castle, with its deep historical roots stretching back to the Norman conquest of England, stands as a beacon of eerie tales and ghostly encounters.
Beacon of airy
Past as a place of
tales.
incarceration, execution, and untold suffering has sown the seeds for numerous ghost stories that continue to captivate visitors and locals alike. The castle's most notorious spirit is that of Mary Blandy, a woman executed in 1752 for poisoning her father. Her ghost is said to roam the castle grounds, particularly around the tower where she was imprisoned.
Shouldn't have done
Visitors
that.
often report feeling sudden drops in temperature and a sense of unease.
Or maybe she should
as
have,
if
I don't know.
Mary's
Yeah,
troubled
did he deserve
spirit
it?
is still lingering, forever entwined with the ancient stones of Oxford
Well, if it made her a
Castle.
ghost, probably not. I'm
The
sorry. Is
castle's
that like... Is that Arwen from Lord of the Rings? Can we get an enhancement on that? The fuck? Oh, my Zoom isn't working. Is it though? What's her name? Steven Tyler's daughter? What's her name? I can't remember. She was Eowyn. Is it Arwen or Eowyn? Liv Tyler. Is it Eowyn? I can't know. Eowyn's a Hiram guy. I can't remember anyone's fucking name in this shit. I swear to God, I think that's her, dude. Arwen. Why doesn't my Zoom work? It's fucked up. Eowyn. Nothing's working for me tonight. I think my for some reason Greenshot has been a piece of shit lately. Does anyone use Greenshot? And it's just like not capturing when I hit print screen. That's cool.
entwined with the ancient stones of
we go.
Oxford Castle. The castle's crypt, with
I
its
like
900-year-old
capture of it.
history, is another hotspot for paranormal activity, with numerous accounts of ghostly sightings and unexplained sounds. The echoes of the past seem
Sherricks
to
now.
reverberate through the castle's
Is that better?
walls, with each stone holding a story, a memory, and perhaps a restless spirit from the centuries gone by. So could this photo be a rare capture of one of Oxford
All on
Castle's
this fucking
spectral
dumb photo?
inhabitants? Or is there a more mundane explanation behind this ghostly apparition? The mystery remains, intriguing both believers and skeptics alike. This next strange clip was uploaded to TikTok
Sorry, I've seen
by
this
user
guy.
Mindfunk7. Take a look at what it
Yeah,
shows.
Mindfunk. I remember that. Mindfunk.
As you can see, it appears to depict a man levitating.
Hmm?
The footage begins as the man waves his hands around as
Danger
if
Locker.
praying or casting some sort of spell.
From 87 months, my man.
He then lies down flat on the ground. Suddenly, he lifts up into the air. While videos like this are often dismissed as hoaxes, what the man does next is likely to amaze you. He
I wonder
takes out
why.
a skipping rope and begins swinging it beneath his legs.
I don't mean shit.
He then takes the demonstration one step further by actually swinging the rope around as if skipping in midair.
How like bad quality it is too. Like I think that's. We don't need the jumping rope.
This
We need like
action
a
seems
better
to prove that
camera.
there are no wires holding the man in place.
Like it's in fucking 50p here.
So what do you think's going on in this video? Is this a real case of levitation caught on camera? Or is there another way to explain this extraordinary stunt? Let me know
probably
your
like
thoughts and
hundreds.
theories on this strange piece of footage in the comments down below.
Enough of your wild theories. It probably works even awful on Twitch. Even awful. Even worse on Twitch. Fucking doing so well tonight.
A
What?
video uploaded to Instagram by the user AkbashReza71
Isn't that just
has
Jell-O?
recently started gaining
Eyed black?
widespread attention. It shows an unidentified black substance that seems to be attracted to a metal ring.
Sick. They put on that yam audio for this.
As you can see, as the ring is moved around the plate, the black goo moves towards it.
It's a Shoggoth.
Next, the person takes a credit card out and cuts the substance in two.
Aero fluid?
Oddly, the two pieces seem to be attracted to each other, coming together to form whole once again.
Guys, what's ferrofluid? Is he using a credit card? I guess it could be expired.
The
you guys get
captivating
that
video
number?
has sparked diverse theories among
Send it to
internet
me.
users. While some
Just kidding, don't
speculate
do
it
that.
could be an advanced nanotechnology or that it was unearthed from the pyramids, others draw parallels to the amorphous entity from the classic 1958 horror sci-fi film The Blob.
Oh, yeah. It's lined with magnetic particles in
However,
it.
a more grounded explanation offered by several viewers
Seems like
is
it could
that
be, like,
this
really
mysterious
bad for you.
substance is likely a type of ferrofluid. Ferrofluid is a
even
remarkable
Ham
liquid
knew it.
infused with tiny magnetic particles, usually made of iron oxide. This unique composition allows the fluid to react to magnetic fields, forming striking patterns and shapes. When exposed to a magnet, the fluid's smooth surface transforms into an
Reminds
array
me
of
of Bowser.
spikes and peaks, showcasing both the beauty and peculiar nature
Should make it.
of
Nintendo should make a
magnetic forces
version
in
of Bowser
play.
out of this stuff, man. It would be sick.
However, as the exact identity and origin of the substance seen in this video is yet to be confirmed, we'll throw this one over to you, the viewers, for final judgment. What do
Throw it
you
over to
think
the
this
viewers.
strange black goo seen in the video really is? Let me know your thoughts and comments down below.
You can never use that plate again. You just will die. What happens if you eat this shit by accident? I wonder what it tastes like.
Before we take a look at a mysterious piece of footage that some say captures an angel on camera, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. Uploaded to TikTok by user
Angel.
Mindfunk7, this next video shows something that's rarely seen.
Yep, there she goes.
A sudden flash seems to startle the camera holder. Then, as they turn the camera back to the right, a glowing ball of white light can be seen hovering in midair.
It's the angel.
They quickly run back into the house for safety and soon gather enough
Cat
composure
does
to
not
take
care.
a peek out of the window. There is now a strange aura-like wave of pulsating light. While the video's text suggests that the glowing light is actually an angel, several viewers have pointed out that it's likely to be a phenomenon known as ball lightning.
Huh?
Ball lightning is a rare and enigmatic phenomenon that's puzzled scientists and observers for centuries.
A little like
Typically occurring
odd
during
there.
thunderstorms, this natural occurrence manifests as luminous spherical objects that can vary in size from
It's an
centimeters
angel.
to several meters in diameter. Unlike the quick flash of traditional lightning, ball lightning is known for its relatively slower movement and longer duration, lasting anywhere from
And
a
you gotta
few
wonder,
seconds to
ancient
over a
people saw
minute.
stuff like this. What they would have
It
thought.
often appears in a range of colours, from fiery red to a ghostly white, and can move erratically, floating through the air or even passing through solid objects. Ball lightning is accompanied by a hissing sound or an eerie silence, adding to its mysterious nature.
He's like a guy.
Despite numerous theories ranging from electrical discharges to chemical reactions, the exact cause of ball lightning remains a topic of scientific intrigue and debate, making it one of nature's most fascinating and unexplained atmospheric phenomena. Have you ever heard of the chilling disappearance of the Beaumont children? Here's a little snippet of an episode from our brand new second channel.
In the summer of 1966,
In the summer,
three young children headed to the beach.
when these kids fucking went missing, it fucking was crazy, and they never came back. Well then. What else we got out here? Guess we could play a spooky game. Watch one more spooky thing though. One more thing. About luxury dark shutdown.
When I was in college, I had a very strange friend. These days, he's more of an enemy than a friend, but anyway, his name is Kevin. He was a fanatic who was obsessed with scorpions, and he only wore clothes with scorpions on them from head to toe. He said he kept all kinds of scorpions in his home and often brought live scorpions to school to surprise his friends. One day, I decided to go to his house with some friends to hang out, but that was the beginning of
Got
a
scorpions
disaster.
in my ears.
When we arrived at his house, we were really surprised.
What the fuck is
his
this house?
house was quite large. He lived alone, and
This doesn't make any sense. The fuck is this? Little like alcove in the roof. Is this a doorway? What is this, like a shutter? That house fucking sucks. It's like a Euclidean puzzle. The fuck is happening?
there were numerous terrariums filled with scorpions. We looked at the scorpions of various sizes and colors for a while. Then Kevin asked us what we wanted to eat, and I suddenly got playful
Does
and
he
said,
eat scorpions?
I want to eat fried scorpions.
Oh,
Then the
fuck.
friends all burst into laughter,
Okay.
and Kevin also smiled brightly. We decided to order pizza, and after eating and playing video games, we were about to go home. As our friends were heading out, Kevin grabbed my shoulder and asked me to stay a little longer. I said okay, and my friends left first. But shortly after that, my eyesight went dark and I collapsed. When I opened my eyes, my hands and feet were tied and I was in a closed room.
Dying.
I screamed as loud as I could, and after a while, Kevin came running. When I swore at him and asked what he was doing, he said, "My children are so angry because of what you said earlier that they are raising their tails. Look." Then he started bringing terrariums full of scorpions in front of me. Soon, dozens of various scorpions were placed in front of me, and he said, "You're my friend, so I'll only sting you 3 times. Choose 3 of these scorpions. Among these children, some are very poisonous and some are only a little. Try and guess whose poison is weaker." I was livid and shouted that I would kill all of his scorpions, but he picked up one scorpion and said, "Before that, think about which scorpions
like a
are
lobster.
not poisonous." The scorpion's tail attempted to sting me right before my eyes, and my whole body was drenched in sweat from the extreme fear. I tried to cajole him, but he wouldn't listen to me and told me that if I didn't pick a scorpion in 1 minute, he would pick it himself. I ended up choosing one.
I'll pick
Then
it.
he held the scorpion against my bound hand, and the scorpion stung my hand with its tail.
Oh.
And then a tremendous pain came over me. I shouted out in agony. He said with a smile, "It was a good choice. This child is poisonous, but not dangerously so. How is it? It's still the first round, so you can survive, right?" I howled. He checked my pulse and asked me to choose the second scorpion. I hesitated, but he threatened me again by holding a scorpion in front of me, and so I ended up choosing one. When this scorpion stung my hand, I felt even more pain than before, and I was struggling to catch my breath. I screamed for help. Kevin said while examining my pupils, "You're still okay, but that kid you just picked is a very poisonous one. It's so exciting to see people being poisoned right in front of my eyes.
What the
Please
fuck?
hold on and don't die. There's still 1 round left." I cried and screamed that I couldn't breathe, and he just laughed crazily. I begged him to save me, and he said, "Such a pity, but I can't help it. There's still 1 more scorpion player left, so choose the last one carefully." I ended up picking one, and again the scorpion stung me. And although it hurt, there were no
I gotta
serious
charge my
symptoms.
headset for a minute, guys.
You just picked a kid who wasn't very poisonous.
Fuck, that just killed the audio, didn't it? All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I gotta charge this for 1 minute. Didn't really. I've been using it all day, and I just, of course, with audio word for that. Yeah. You don't hear this part.
Hey, shit!
Bobby, I want you to meet my colleague, Dr. Hamilton.
And I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
It's all
Get
right.
out of here! Jeff, get out of my room!
A pure, oh, I love a sponge that is absolutely pure. Oops, a virgin edge. Oh my gosh. Ah, I am sorry. Oh, I want you to look at all of those wiggles. Oh my gosh.
Would you like to buy me a doll? If you was a gentleman, you'd at least speak to me. Hey, you! Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, and sorry guys, I'm just charging my headset. Fucking can't really do anything without it for minutes. We're just watching some of these clips I have. You'll have plenty of batteries. Food of the Gods is an insane movie. Definitely look it up if you're interested in like bizarre film.
He come right by me.
There's a lot of strange stuff
He
in it.
went back out that path.
Peeler vows to get proof next time.
Seeing is believing. So I'll try to get him on film.
The hell is that thing? Hey, it's flipping me off. What the hell? It looks like a Bigfoot. Holy shit. Get off my roof! Oh my God. Where the hell is he? Holy shit!
What's the matter with you? Look at all this mess.
There's too much water in that kettle. And now the lid's on crooked. And that means disaster for this lady. Because she is on a boat. Don't boil a kettle on a boat.
Oi, oi. 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 Oi, oi.
That Clark flick on the Green Dragon. He's so exciting.
Oh, I don't know. He doesn't have such a great flick.
Oh, shush. He makes me want to flick my bick.
Come on, you can't do that here. I've told you that before. This theater has its rules and regulations.
But you must admit he was divine.
Full-bodied, refreshing hot coffee makes any time a pleasant interlude. Won't you have some now?
The night holds terror, too horrible to be seen. From out of the shadows, something's coming. Do you think you're really safe, all alone in your nice, warm house? Well, look outside. It's at your door, and it's coming to take you away on a journey into terror.
Call now, $1.50 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
Call Hot Hints for the best Nintendo strategies.
Oh, I give up. Don't give up. Call 1-900-HOT HINTS and supercharge your game.
Cool. I can select all my favorite games.
There's hundreds of action-packed hints full of secret passwords on all the latest Nintendo games.
Hot Hints is fast, fun.
Dead, but they're not in their graves, and they're not walking the night. They're in the phone lines, and they've got your number!
Want theirs? Dial 1-900-490-DEAD.
Randomly selected callers get to talk to me live, in the flesh. When you reach me, you'll wish you never called.
Only $2 a call.
976 Evil. See the terror in your local movie theater. Now hear the horror on your telephone. Dial this
Scaredy cat. Yeah.
All right. Hopefully that's enough for it to be charged for a few more hours. Sorry about that. I knew as soon as I went live that I was going to have that issue, but I thought I would get like, you know, maybe a couple hours out of it. It's a great Bluetooth headset, but I just forget to charge it sometimes. All right. Back to the thrilling conclusion. The Scorpion Man.
Kevin was sitting in front of me. As he handed me a wad of cash, he said, "Now, here's $1,000. This is my thanks for a really fun show today. Don't even think about reporting it to the police."
He gave him $1,000.
I would just tell them that you got stung while handling a scorpion by yourself. I nodded at him to pretend to cooperate. Then he said happily, "Good. I think my kid's anger has calmed down a bit now." He then released me and I went straight to the hospital. I managed to recover after receiving treatment.
Damn.
After a few days, I couldn't hold back my anger and decided to get revenge on him.
So Gamma.
So I contacted him and asked
Fucking
him to do the
44
Scorpion
months.
show one more time. He
Shit, that
obliged
helped her well.
and asked me to come
She's
to
coming
his
by.
house. I went to his house, knocked, and as soon as he opened the door, I punched him in the face with all my might. He fell backwards and crawled towards the scorpion terrariums. I chased him and beat him like crazy. He was so stuck in a stupor that he couldn't get up from the floor. I took a knife from his kitchen and stabbed all the scorpions to death. Kevin cried, and I returned home. After that, he didn't come to school again, and no one saw or heard from him. I don't know what he's doing now.
No one
I
saw
just hope
or
I never run
heard
into him again.
Damn.
The year was 2012. I was just back home from a
This
normal
better not
school
be
day.
about getting kidnapped.
My mother was dating my best friend's father at the time, so it was very common for the two of us
The
to sleep at
figure.
each other's houses. On that fateful day, my friend, who I'll call April, and I decided to have a sleepover at my house. I used to sleep with my mom, but as I got a visit from April that day, we decided to have a slumber party and sleep on the bunk bed in my brother's room. That night, we had dinner, played common games at slumber parties for teenage girls, ate popcorn, put on makeup, took pictures, etc. We decided to go to sleep around midnight, leaving the radio on, which emitted a soft
Tried to call
blue light
Slender
from the
Man.
viewfinder, which lit the room slightly. April decided to sleep on the bottom bunk, and I slept on the top. I woke up in the middle of the night feeling cold, and with my back, which was facing the bedroom door, uncovered. So, I decided to turn around to pull the cover that was falling off the bed. At that same moment that I looked down and pulled up the blanket, turning back to the wall, I saw a figure. I then turned quickly to look and see what the figure was. Usually, when we quickly look somewhere and see a figure, we quickly look back at the place and see nothing. Only this time, it was there, the figure. but it was no longer a figure. It was a young-looking girl, standing there, looking at me. I remember every detail of her face. She had short, neck-length black hair.
So it was you.
Her body was thin, extremely thin. Her skin looked a light brown tone. Her nose was thin and pointed like a model's. Her eyes were large and black. The darkness of the night made them even darker. And she was just there, standing completely still, watching me. She could have been looking at April, who was right in front of her, but no. She was staring at me with those big, dark eyes. In a moment of fright, I sat on the bed, widened my eyes and stared at her, not believing that this was real. But she just stood there, looking at me for what felt like 2 minutes. When she realized I can see her, she recoiled back, startled that I can see her too, and then in one quick motion, she jumped onto April's bed. I thought she was still there, that she might be doing something with April, or that she would be waiting for me to sleep again to get out of there, so I decided to look. I leaned over the bunk, leaning against the wood of the upper headboard, peering fearfully into the lower bunk to see where my nighttime visitor and friend were. But the only thing I could see was April sleeping peacefully. After that, I lay still for a while trying to process what had just happened, until I finally managed to fall asleep. The next day, I told my mom and April what had happened, and they didn't believe me. I never saw that girl again, and I could never sleep in that room again. But to this day, I can clearly remember her small, lean body and her massive black eyes staring at me that night. Who was that girl?
I don't know why, but it looks really familiar. I don't know why. Some character. All right. One more thing.
It turns the old home into a cartoon-style
Little ham,
drawing.
and then we'll play a game.
However, when it gets to one of the single bedrooms in the roof of the old home, something eerie happens.
Ghost hunting in a 400... What?
A young girl in period attire appears in the bed.
I mean...
Despite the bed clearly being empty, the app somehow detects a person sitting there.
It's just like a little dumb AI anime person.
Emerges.
Oh my god.
If this were a once-off, you may be able to brush it off as a glitchy filter. However, users across the platform have been reporting figures in all sorts of eerie locations. This next one was captured by Frankie Rose, 2419. They say they work in an old nursing home that dates back to the 1800s when it was once a nunnery. Take a look at what the filter digs up.
Oh my god.
Over and over again, strange figures appear where there's no one standing.
Alright, that one looks dumb as fuck. What the fuck is
The spooky thing
that?
about this one is that all the figures appear to be wearing some kind of nun's outfit. Given the history of the property, you certainly have to wonder why this filter is bringing this up.
Yeah, I wonder why.
And finally, in this last set of photos, user Edraman claims that they were captured in a psych ward of an old hospital. The first
Just make
photo
it look
shows
better.
nothing. But watch what the final photo detects.
Oh my god.
A small child is crouched in the corner despite
What
no
about
one being in the
her entire
photo.
body just being shoveled, dude? That doesn't make any sense.
So is this AI manga filter really
Like how
detecting
the
the spirits of
subtitle
the dead?
for that one said something about it being like Pablo. Does it say Pablo-ian? Like Pablo Picasso looking kind of, right? Picasso? Picasso. What does it say?
So is this AI manga filter really detecting the spirits of the dead? Or are we
AI
just seeing the
manga
result of
filter.
a glitchy app? Given the setting of each of these examples and the strange figures the
You'll
filter
never believe
produces,
it.
certainly
This
does make you wonder
ordinary
if something
AI
really
manga
mysterious
filter
has
is
gone on here.
haunted.
What the f*** is that?
This next striking sighting has left some Reddit users wondering whether aliens are monitoring Earth. Reddit user SolarBoy1 says that a friend of his sent the footage to him. It was early in the morning when they noticed some bright lights out their bedroom window, so they started filming.
What?
I think it's funny. You guys see that meme going around the other day? I don't even know if I should say that word anymore. You guys see that tweet? It was like, yeah, I was trying to use AI to restore this photo of my grandfather from World War II. And it was like this old faded photo. It was like maybe their uncle or grandfather. I don't know. The filter was just the grandpa with like giant anime tits. Like it went through like an anime filter and it just looks, it's just him with these giant fucking titties.
It appears to have a very bright spotlight on the front that shines brightly into the lens of the camera.
What the
The incident took place in Cedar Park, Texas. It was a little after 5 a.m. when the bright lights were spotted.
What the hell? No, right there?
The girl who captured the video says she started filming because she wanted to show her boyfriend, who was working a night shift, what was happening.
Yeah, Cedar Park's like a pretty popular
rush out to get a
amusement
better
park.
view
Yeah.
if she ever saw anything strange. But in that moment, she claimed she was overwhelmed with anxiety and could barely sleep afterwards. The video was then shared in a group family
Barely
chat.
sleep.
The young girl's auntie, who claims to be a psychic, said that UFOs will become more and more apparent in the coming years, and that they're going to reveal themselves soon.
Shut up.
So what was spotted in the skies over Cedar Park, Texas then? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below.
What the hell? No, right there?
Here's a quick little one that's been going viral over on Twitter. It was
So
uploaded by City
this
of
is like
Paranormal.
one of Ham's streams, so those notifications are his, where someone's like popping up here. If Jesus just started walking,
It's not known exactly when or where this
he just like he becomes real and like walks away.
was filmed, but the camera holder's clearly spooked by a dark figure hiding
And that
amongst the
Kanye West song
tombstones
starts
of the
playing.
cemetery. Looks like a grave
About
face
Jesus
with dark,
walking.
sunken eyes.
He is.
Despite the clip going viral, viewers are divided on what it shows. Some say it's probably just a homeless person.
Oh,
wandering
Jesus
while
walks
being
was fucking
filmed.
Kanye.
But others aren't so sure, claiming that the grave, featureless face is far too spooky to be dismissed as
Talking
just a
about?
person lurking among the gravestones.
Jesus Walks, song by Kanye
This
West.
next one comes from the TikTok account Escape Paranormal. A security guard was working the night shift when he noticed something
But not
strange on one of the
doubting that there is
monitors.
also a
He wasn't
Nas
certain
song
what he
where
saw, so he
Jesus
decided to
walks
play
though.
back the footage. That's when he couldn't quite believe what he was seeing.
A little Nas X. I mean, we're talking not recent music.
Out of nowhere, a transparent woman appears. It almost looks like she's just a head floating through the yard.
That's from the very first
Shocked by
Kanye
what he
album.
was seeing, the guard rushed outside, only
Arguably
to
the best
find
one.
There was no one around.
My opinion. Like the first like 3 Kanye albums personally, and then I don't know what the fuck is going on after that.
Rates, overlapped images, or even strange lighting. However, the fact
It's
that
also
the guard
just
rushed to the
me.
scene only to find nothing has left many viewers spooked. So what do you think this is? Did the lady just walk away without the guard knowing? Let me know where you land on this one in the comments down below.
That first album though, I remember like going to house parties that year. That album was just on all the time.
Our last clip of the day was uploaded to TikTok by Soy
Shadow
Julio
Man.
Lopez. In this video, a man by the name of Snyder Flores is filming his
Looks
daughter
like a-
walking through a park
What's it
at
say?
nighttime.
It's a little girl
It's
walking.
hard to hear what he's saying, but he follows her with the camera and she's walking along a pathway. See if you can spot anything strange.
Enojada. Y enojada. Oh, Mai.
It can be hard
Seems
to see
like a good
at
idea.
first, but if we slow it down, just behind the bush, you can see a pair of feet, or perhaps a shadow.
Huh?
Oh, my.
But when he films behind the bush, there's nothing there.
Yo te sigo.
You gotta make a factor or true or false. What is it? Fact or fiction? Real or
Another
fake?
strange detail that some viewers have
You gotta make
pointed
some
out is
emotes
that
to go
there
along
appears
with
to be
that
a shadowy
and
figure in
some
the distance
channel
at
point
the
thing.
start of the clip.
It's so fake, it's funny.
Enojada. Y enojada.
What do we feel like is... Alright. Is it true, false, or true or fake?
Admittedly, though, there's
Real or
another
fake?
person enjoying
True or
the park
false,
at nighttime.
real and fake, right?
However, the disappearing feet.
Which one should
is a
I
little
make
more
emotes for?
mysterious.
Well, it
Where do
doesn't
they
have to
go?
be like his
Who
channel,
do they
but
belong to?
I'm just saying, which is
Some
most
commenters immediately said it was a glimpse of
you
a
know,
shadow
which
person,
applies
a
to
type
the
of
most
terrifying paranormal entity that
situations.
exist in our
Fake and
periphery.
horny.
However, some viewers are suspicious of why the father was filming his daughter at nighttime in the first place. They suspect the whole thing's
He made it up.
staged. So where do you sit on this sighting then? Shadow Man, ghost, or is it all just a hoax? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below.
Oh, my. Yo te sigo. Por aquí se movió algo. Por aquí, por este árbol.
I'm tired of this video. Yeah.
However, if you brighten the footage, you can see a ghostly looking figure peering around the corner of the door.
See like a
Biblical
ghost here?
and mythological accounts.
What the fuck is this?
According to ancient texts, they were said to be the offspring of fallen angels and human women, often portrayed as giants possessing incredible strength and stature.
Oh, it's Nephilim? The
These
Nephilim
beings
he's talking
have been
about.
referenced in various religious texts, including the Hebrew Bible, where the story behind the photo is perhaps even eerier than the photo itself. The poster claims that she looked at the picture and immediately thought that the figure was actually someone that her friend knew. The poster claims that while she can't explain it, she sometimes gets flashes or feelings about this sort of thing, and on this occasion, she just knew. She also
Never
told
to
her
ads
friend that
anyways.
someone had a box of pictures that'll give you the answer as to who the mysterious figure is. About a month or two later, her aunt's cousin did give her a box of old photos. Among them were pictures of her mum as a child. She showed the images to the poster, who said, "Look, it's her." The way in which her friend's mother had died was especially tragic. She was hit by a semi-trailer while out riding her bicycle, and she believes there's evidence of her injuries in this photo. So what do you think? Does the figure seen in the middle of the first photo resemble the girl in the second? Take a look at them again, side by side, and let me know what you think.
So stupid.
This next video was uploaded to Reddit by user Pneumatic Capacity. Take a look at what their security cameras captured.
Oh. I mean, you can let them know what you think.
About
Just yell it
halfway
out.
through the clip, a dark figure seemingly emerges from the shadows.
Yell it out in
Makes
chat.
its way from right to left before disappearing from sight. The figure's appearance and the way it moves makes it look as though it's made of shadows. While the figure itself certainly looks spooky, several viewers were quick to suggest that this lagging effect can be caused by a camera's low compression rate. Others noted the lack of light and other
Anything
objects
with like
in
a
close
closed
proximity
circuit
as possible
television,
reasons for the
anything,
strange figure's
it's
movement.
not.
Unfortunately, as is the case with many similar home security videos,
Like a low
there's
frame
no
rate,
definitive evidence
shitty
to
camera.
prove that the figure is actually something supernatural. So we'll throw this one out to you, the viewer. Does this footage show a shadow person or other paranormal entity, or is it just an issue with the camera's compression rate? Watch again and let me know in the comments down below.
You tell me.
The
hell
guards
yeah.
in this next series of clips
I want
claims that he's
video
the
that's
only
just
one
about
left who's willing to
security
work the night
guards
shift
running
at
into
this particular
ghosts.
facility. In the footage uploaded to TikTok by
Italian
Tim
ads?
Saver, we see the guard's
Kinda sounds
perspective as
sick.
he makes his rounds through the
Are
empty
they advertising?
building. He enters a long corridor, noting that it feels dreadful to walk through. He then mentions that something bad happened here, but doesn't elaborate any further. He says that strange things happen in the facility and that the next walkthrough is scheduled for 3 AM, a time when things are most intense.
Big Apple, 3 AM.
The next clip begins in much the same way as the first. We see the guard as he makes his way along the corridor. Suddenly, it looks like he's pushed from one side of the hallway to the other before falling to the ground. He then appears to be lifted up the wall towards the ceiling by some sort of unseen force.
What are you talking about? Just the phone, I think. I don't see his body or anything.
At the beginning of the clip, the guard mentions that this is actually not the first time that this sort of thing has happened, and that when he showed the footage to the company, they promised to send help, but were not all that surprised by what they saw. The following night, the security guard captures another video, noting he thinks he might have found the area in the facility where all the strange activity culminates. He decides to leave his phone recording while he finishes his rounds. Take a look at what it captures.
His boss is watching him.
As you can see, there's a strange flash of light just before the hatch on the right side pops open.
Almost like a camera flash.
It rattles about several times before we see the guard return to examine it with a torch.
Run and never look back.
In the next clip, we see the guard making his way up to the hatch. He cautiously opens it up and crawls inside. It's dark.
Well, if you don't believe in
so he only has his
demons, can the
flashlight to
demon
guide him.
really do anything to you? All you gotta do is just not believe in
In the
it.
crawl space, we see several cables and what appears to be light connections pointing down towards the facility below. At first glance, the space seems relatively mundane. However, keen-eyed viewers might notice something a little chilling. Take a look.
Take a look.
As the security guard searches the area, we can see what appears to be a hand resting on one of the supports. The hand looks motley and discolored.
I thought it was a little guy.
The guard doesn't seem to notice it. However, as he continues his search, it can be seen once more. This time it pulls back into the darkness and the guard quickly returns to the hatch.
It looks like a little Frankenstein face.
So what could be lurking in this dark crawl space? Is it a ghost, perhaps some sort of other paranormal entity, or could it actually be a person? This is an ongoing saga and one that's well worth checking out. As always, I'll leave a link to Team Saber's TikTok account in the description box down below. I highly recommend checking it out. Does this next photo show a ghost? The poster seems to think so. It was sent to us by Shannon Young Andrew, who claims it was sent to her by her sister's mother-in-law's best friend.
Excuse
In it,
me?
We can see a ghostly shape that resembles a girl wearing a white dress with dark hair and eyes.
My mother's best friend's
The
daughter-in-law's
poster says that the woman who
best
snapped
friend.
the pic is 72 years old and lives in Missouri. Her house had
Oh.
flooded, and after ripping out the carpet, she
She's got a
claimed to keep
hand? What
seeing
the
a
fuck?
little girl. However, after no one believed her, she decided to try and capture a photo to prove that she wasn't crazy. Aside from the ghostly looking shape, the poster thinks that they can also see a demonic face just next to the girl. Take a look and tell me if you can see it in the comment section down below.
That's it.
Recently, we reported on several videos that show glowing orbs moving about in the night sky. These orbs are usually seen in threes, forming a triangular pattern. However, some have also claimed to have seen the lights form up in a straight line before flying away. In this video, uploaded to Reddit by user Hyperion Kills, we see 3 similar orbs flying in a somewhat linear pattern.
They moved from all the way over here to over there.
Oh my god, there's more back here. Oh no, that's insane. I was gonna say, holy shit.
You bugging. Why is it? What is that? It's moving. 1, 2, and 3.
However, in this case, there actually appears to be another 2 or more lights off in the distance.
Oh my god, there's more, babe. There's more.
More? What do you mean more?
Right there, look another. Oh my god, Austin, what the
Wait,
fuck?
2 lights just disappeared though. Where's out?
There's more coming. Look, Austin, there's more.
There's more?
Yes.
What the
Oh
heck?
my god.
This.
2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th? Where's the other one went? 2 of them.
Over there behind the tree.
Two of them disappeared.
I'm gonna go live with this.
2 disappeared and 1 just.
There's more.
More, look. Another one right there. What's going on?
The uploader notes that the orbs seem to be flying towards a military base.
Wait, and they're gone. There's not even a sign of them over here. Like 2 had just disappeared.
Someone just yells out like their window, "Shut the fuck
They
up!"
say that it's actually a no-fly zone and that there are no houses or buildings, only woods in that direction.
There's no airport. At least it's 40 minutes away, and the airport is that direction. Like, and they don't even take off over here. They take off because of military base. They take off that way. So that doesn't even make sense.
So what could these mysterious lights be? Alien technology, secret military aircraft? Until more information comes to hand, this footage will have to remain a genuine UFO sighting.
That's it. That's all it could possibly be.
Yeah.
They're like following one behind the other.
Yeah.
Dude, that's weird.
They're not playing. There's not even an airport over here.
A recently uploaded video by YouTube user Lauren Constantino1404 is
The
causing
cat
quite a
incident.
stir and raising eyebrows across the internet. In the clip, initially intended to capture a cute moment with a roommate's cat, something utterly unexplained occurs. Take a look. It can be hard to see at first, but when you slow it down, the video clearly shows a face that seems to manifest for a brief moment before disappearing.
Oh my god.
The YouTube user described the experience on Reddit, saying that as she was filming the cat in the hallway with her phone without a flash, she saw a shooting light and something popping up quickly, then disappearing. Intrigued, she reviewed the video frame by frame and was horrified to discover the visage of a face. She expressed her genuine shock and fear, stating that the video was neither fake nor altered with a filter. She even mentioned that she went on to get the house cleansed after
Just
this
pareidolia.
incident occurred. The unexpected occurrence has left viewers debating whether the figure is the result of pareidolia, the psychological phenomenon where the mind perceives a familiar shape where none actually exists. Or is this something far more ominous? Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, this spine-chilling video will likely have you second-guessing your next cute cat video. This next eerie piece of home security footage was captured by a friend of TikTok user Hard to Ghetto as they were leaving for work at 5:30 a.m.
It kind of doesn't look like a face because it's not a face. You guys are weak. Fucking weak. What you see means a lot about
dark
you.
Figure walks by in the distance. It's as though the homeowner notices it at the corner of his eye, but by the time he looks over, the figure is gone.
Okay.
Some commenters said it looks like CGI, but others weren't so sure.
Looks like one
noting
of
the
those
man's
guys from Silent
reaction
Hill
as though
1.
he genuinely did see or feel something was there. As always though, I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers, for final judgment.
You heard him. You guys gotta judge it. What is your final judgment?
Urbex Hill, a rising YouTube channel specializing in urban exploration, has taken its audience on another hair-raising journey, this time to the long-abandoned Paul Revere Elementary School in Cleveland, Ohio. Chris, the channel's lead investigator, ventures into the dilapidated building to uncover its secrets, and what he discovers...
Always Ohio, dude.
And somewhat unsettled. The Paul Revere Elementary School was constructed back in 1920 with significant extensions added between 1925 and 1926. The school closed in 2010 due to lack of funding and dwindling student numbers. It wasn't long before the property fell into disrepair, the broken windows and crumbling facade adding to the rumors that the property is haunted.
No, it's just that this guy is only ever
Chris
like
begins
in
to navigate
Cleveland.
the
I don't
old
know.
School's maze of hallways and deserted classrooms. It isn't long before Chris realizes he may not be the only person in the building.
What is that? Do you hear that?
Someone else is walking around with a flashlight.
I mean,
Somebody's here.
why couldn't it be someone like
hides and
him
waits for them
just
to
doing what
leave.
he's doing?
Later, while exploring an upstairs bathroom, Chris has a near heart-stopping moment.
Somebody's in there.
Oh, I forgot about this one. You've seen this a million
Somehow,
times.
he regains composure and decides to have a second look.
Oh, it's a f***ing toy.
Turns out to be nothing more than a mannequin.
Kind of a weird coincidence.
Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. I thought it was a person standing there. Look at this.
Sometime later, things take an even more unsettling turn as he ascends a staircase and hears the unmistakable sound of footsteps echoing through the empty halls.
This place is crazy. I remember the last time I explored it.
I know who would have done that. Cock munch. I'm in with that fucking 3 months. Appreciate that, dude.
However, the climax of this spine-chilling episode occurs roughly 35 minutes into the footage. While exploring the old admin quarters, something truly eerie is caught on camera. Watching that again, Chris captures a shadow moving across one of the old offices. He enters the room, only to find it empty. There's no sign of life, or even a reasonable explanation for what he just recorded.
He was standing right here.
So what are we to make of Chris's latest expedition? Could these odd occurrences and the chilling shadow be evidence that the Paul Revere Elementary School really is haunted? Or is there a more rational, earthly explanation for the sounds and sights captured on camera here? Whatever the case, Urbex Hill's exploration has undoubtedly left its mark, adding another layer to the local legends that surround the old Paul Revere Elementary School. Whether believer or skeptic, viewers are now left to grapple with the eerie footage and draw their own conclusions about what might truly haunt this old abandoned institution.
What could possibly explain this?
Someone's got whispering. I just heard it.
In September 2020, YouTube channel Unearthly Wanderings raised a few eyebrows during a now infamous live stream. The eerie episode unfolded during a casual Saturday live session among colleagues and friends. Attention was drawn to Terry Charms, one of the participants, whose camera seemed to be struggling to focus on an undefined object or presence.
Now you can
I don't think like camera hijinks really means anything at all. Like we've seen so much weird shit with cameras.
The
Are you
moment
kidding
that
me?
the main camera switched to her window, viewers and co-hosts alike spotted something rather eerie.
What?
Hey, when you make your head, I went from your nose to in your mouth.
He's good.
And now that's in your mouth.
What?
Yeah, when you make your head, I went from your nose to in your mouth.
You can clearly see what appears to be fingers reaching up to touch Terry's left shoulder from behind.
You see the fingers. Tell me what you think it is.
This is made all the more chilling by Terry Charm's previous claim that she felt a constant presence with her. It should be noted that she was alone at home at the time of the incident, with her dog sitting on the other side of the room. The video has generated a flurry of discussion, theories,
Oh, well, if her
and
dog was on the other side of the
internet
room.
sleuthing. Could this be a genuine capture of a paranormal entity on camera, lending credence to Terry Charm's claims of an ever-present unseen
Terry
companion?
Charms.
The footage is unsettling and surprisingly clear, making it
Yeah,
difficult
dogs
to
don't
dismiss
move.
outright.
You see the fingers.
A flurry of discussion.
Tell me what you think it is.
Reddit is a goldmine for curious, creepy, and downright baffling phenomena, but every so often a post emerges
Reddit
that
is just a
truly
gold
sends
mine.
shivers down the spine.
Ask any
One such post shared by the
CEO.
user Who Doesn't Write features a series of chilling photographs taken many years ago when the Redditor was just 14. The images were taken in rapid succession and show the young boy posing at his dining table, located between the kitchen and the living room. While the first photo appears entirely normal, the second shows a mysterious dark figure looming just behind the boy. The third image also suggests a shadowy presence over the boy's right shoulder. Strangely, by the fourth photo, the background is clear once again. Adding an extra layer of intrigue to the photos is the user's accompanying narrative. The Redditor mentioned that other mysterious events have occurred,
Who is this
affecting
guy?
not just him but also other family members. Although most of these odd occurrences could be explained, a couple stand out. A bed shaking in his brother's room, and a voice coming through the radio saying, "Go away," in their native language, despite both radios being tuned to different frequencies. The narrative and the images together paint a haunting picture, leading many to wonder, could this boy be haunted by some sort of presence? The temporal nature of the figure's appearance and disappearance in the photographs adds to the mystery, especially when considering that these were taken in quick succession, which makes conventional explanation like tricks of the light less likely. Many commenters have suggested a range of theories, from camera glitches to Photoshop, but the eerie backstory makes it hard to dismiss this series of photos outright. Three years ago, Reddit user L. Tibbs shook the paranormal community with an unsettling series of dashcam stills that defy easy explanation. The footage comes from an automatic recording system used in
the
delivery
heck is that
trucks
guy?
managed by the user's father-in-law, who serves as the VP of operations at a delivery company. The cameras in these trucks record whenever an unsafe event occurs, such as abrupt braking or swerving. One
Jesus.
camera faces the road, while the other records the driver. According to Al Tibbs, the incident in question occurred late at night or early in the morning on a pitch-black two-lane road. Two truck drivers saw something unusual ahead, a female figure in a white dress walking directly in their lane. Despite their disbelief, the external camera clearly captured the figure, while the internal camera recorded the driver's shocked reactions. The drivers stopped, convinced they must have hit the woman, but found no evidence of any accident, nor was there anyone in sight. The police were later called and investigated the scene, but found no evidence of anyone anywhere. Even more chilling, subsequent research revealed that a girl had been killed in that very area in a separate incident back in 2013. She was struck by two vehicles while walking on this very stretch of road. The images are as unsettling as the
it was
story
definitely her.
itself, capturing each moment of the eerie encounter. Internal emails within the delivery company referred to the event as the ghost incident, indicating that even skeptical corporate types were puzzled by what the cameras had captured. Unfortunately, legal reasons prevent Al Tibbs from sharing the actual video, but the screen grabs are compelling enough to spark both intrigue and alarm. Could this be an actual ghostly encounter captured on dashcam, or is there a more prosaic explanation that is yet to come to light? One thing's for sure, the images and the story behind them continue to captivate and confound those who dare to delve into this modern-day mystery.
I'm still hearing voices.
2 years ago, Reddit user Quimbo Slice 20 shared a series of videos that left the online community spooked. The user claimed to have captured evidence of paranormal activity in their aunt's house in rural Iowa, a place they had long believed to be haunted. The user shared that the house was built back in the 1860s. During a visit, they were awakened by voices at 2:30 a.m. Creeped out, they began filming on their phone.
I'm still hearing voices. Jesus Christ.
Then the camera picks up what sounds
Jesus
like
Christ.
whispering.
Jesus Christ.
Finally, an eerie knocking sound can be heard emanating from the closet. Additionally, orbs, often associated with spiritual presences, can be seen moving.
Rocco, I need you to come over here. Do some wallaby fucked up shit to me.
The intensity of the event eventually forced the user to sleep in their car. The user expressed relief at finally having some proof to share, acknowledging that others might be skeptical. So, is this old house in Iowa really haunted? Love to hear your take on this one in the comments down below. TikTok user CuriousAlien7 has recently shared a terrifying video of a paranormal investigator engaging with a Ouija board. The session starts off with the investigator asking if they're communicating with the devil, and the situation quickly deteriorates from there.
Am I dealing?
My
Am
God.
I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board?
Her face is very expressive.
Oh my god. There's actually handprints on
This
the
one knocked
ceiling
in
there,
her
coming
basement.
through.
She heard that knock. Knock sound effects are too expensive. Did you just hear it? It's so fucking loud. Crazy.
On the room's ceiling.
Gotta be expensive.
Oh my god. There's actually handprints on the ceiling there, coming through.
The investigator then becomes noticeably distressed and frightened.
Wow. Right, guys.
Two scary faces.
I'm absolutely crapping myself right now.
To add to the unsettling scene, her nose starts to bleed.
Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating with through this board? My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god.
Then, towards the end of the video, this happens.
I've not got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now.
I think you need to go to the hospital.
Oh my god, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
The video has sparked a renewed interest in the history of the Ouija board and its sinister connotations. The Ouija board, also known as a spirit board or talking board, has its origins in the 19th century American spiritualism movement. While
I think it was actually like her
introduced as a
brain
parlor
breaking.
game, the Ouija board quickly gained a reputation for being a tool to communicate with the spirit world. Over the years, it's been surrounded by controversy and has been associated with numerous sinister events and supernatural phenomena. Many religious groups and paranormal investigators caution against using Ouija boards, warning that they may open a portal to malevolent entities and have harmful psychological effects. While skeptics may attribute the events captured in this video to natural phenomena or human
don't do that.
believers in the paranormal may see it as further evidence of the dangers associated with using Ouija boards. Whether viewed as a sinister tool or a harmless game, the Ouija board continues to captivate the imagination and spark debates on the nature of the supernatural world.
Bleeding right now. Oh my god. A demon, it's trying to. I've not got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now. The board is moving. Oh my god, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm off.
A recent video uploaded to TikTok by user Frank VM Ditchwa 2022 has been making waves across the internet this past week. The clip appears to show an enormous dust devil or tornado.
So?
However, what's caused the video to go viral is the presence of a dark shape rising up in the middle of the tornado,
Oh my
which
God.
bizarrely also seems to be getting sucked up into the sun.
To the sun! We must go!
This curious sighting has sparked cries of witchcraft from the online community, with many asserting that this phenomenon
Might as
seems to
well be
much more
walking
than a
on the
simple dust
sun.
devil. Speculations are rampant, but so far no one's been able to conclusively identify the dark shape rising up through the tornado. As of now, the clip remains a complete mystery. Theories abound, ranging from the scientifically plausible to the outright fantastical. Some suggest that the dark shape could be debris or a group of birds caught in the wind. Others, however, are inclined to believe in a more supernatural explanation, pointing to local folklore and legends associated with witchcraft and otherworldly forces. While experts are yet to weigh in on this phenomenon, the video continues to captivate viewers worldwide.
Worldwide.
A recent strange event left a group of hikers baffled as they spotted a transparent 4-foot-tall figure walking by the Pilcomayo River in Tarija, Bolivia, an area notorious for being plagued by interdimensional portals, according to locals. The creature, photographed and later shared online, was described as a grey being with unusually long limbs and a strange way of walking. Oddly, the entity didn't seem to have a reflection in the water beside which it was walking. The photograph, which quickly went viral as the alien from Tarija, is currently under scrutiny by UFO experts, including well-known ufologist Javier Carlos Cordero.
Currently under scrutiny.
Cordero noted the creature's resemblance to a grey being, categorized by its long limbs, but emphasized the need to verify the image's authenticity. The online community is also
verify
divided
these.
on whether the photograph
We gotta
is real
verify
or
these
a
with our
product of
sources.
digital manipulation. To settle
I
the
don't know about
debate,
that one.
Cordero suggested employing artificial intelligence to definitively determine the photograph's genuineness. The sighting has reignited interest in the region's alleged ties to extraterrestrial activities. Cordero mentioned that Taria appears to have a unique connection to such activities, reinforcing the idea that there might be more at play in the region. The abundance of minerals and the purported presence of interdimensional portals in the area could be interconnected. This is not the first time Taria has been linked to extraterrestrial phenomena. In May 1978, a large number of people near the Bolivian-Argentine border reported witnessing a spaceship crash in Macoya, an event that some consider to be South America's most credible UFO crash incident.
The ship that big crashed.
The US military also showed interest in the cylindrical object that crashed into the mountainside. Bolivian military personnel present at the scene, including Corporal Natalio Farfan Ruiz, were reportedly terrified, with some fearing.
It's got to be one of my favorite tropes, though, in like a sci-fi.
People located over 100 miles away
old spaceship crashed into like mountain that they like live in now. Love that shit.
The recent alien sighting near the Pilcomayo River has sparked a wave of discussions and theories about extraterrestrial life and interdimensional portals in the region. While the photograph's authenticity is yet to be verified, the incident has certainly piqued the interest of both UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. As investigations continue, many are left
Looks
wondering
just like
whether
that
this
scene
sighting will
in
become another
Signs.
unsolved mystery,
The alien looks
or
up
if
the
it will
alley
provide
at them.
insights into Taria's mysterious history and its relationship with the unknown.
Which movies? Think of a lot of like cartoons and animes and stuff, I guess.
People are saying, "Oh, how do you know?"
Instagram user Paranoid Normal has
In
uploaded
Transformers,
another terrifying piece of footage.
like the original
clip
series, they
shows
like
a
live in the
homeowner
ship
getting
in the
ready
mountain.
to move out of a house which they suspect has been haunted for some time. In the footage, the homeowner, who believes that the spirit in his house responds to whistling, performs a test to demonstrate the entity's presence. To further confirm the phenomenon, he places the camera on a table and whistles once again. He then walks into the room to show that there's no one in there.
Yeah, I like stuff like that too.
You guys, if you don't believe me, there's nobody in here.
However, when he returns to the kitchen, he finds this.
Seriously. Holy you guys, seriously, you guys have asked for it.
What is up with this music?
All the cabinets are now open.
Seriously. Holy you guys, seriously, you guys
Just be like
asked for it.
poltergeist music.
The mysterious events captured in the video have sparked a debate on whether the house is genuinely haunted. The fact that the homeowner is moving out due to the alleged paranormal activities lends credence to the incident. Whether or not this is definitive proof of a haunting remains up
Thank you for that
debate,
tier 1, man.
but
I
it
appreciate
certainly
that.
adds to the growing collection of mysterious and unexplained phenomena captured on camera.
9 months. Winded to Adam Sandler. He's
Argentinian actress
eternally
and
with
singer
you.
Yamina Barón recently startled her Instagram followers by posting a snippet of her home security footage that appears to capture something rather eerie. In the video, Yamina is sitting at her table when
I was
suddenly
recording
something
us
seems to
hanging
frighten
out.
her. She explained that it felt like something touched her shoulder, prompting her to review her home security footage. What she found was terrifying. When the footage is slowed down, it appears to show a tiny hand reaching up and touching her on the shoulder. The clip quickly went viral, with viewers speculating on the nature of the strange apparition. Many were baffled by the sudden appearance of the mysterious hand, and theories ranged from a trick of the light to genuine paranormal activity. The strange
Who and
occurrence
why?
has left Yamina and her followers perplexed and unnerved. Whether or not this is definitive proof of the paranormal remains up for debate, but it certainly has piqued the curiosity and imagination of many. A woman from East Sussex, UK has experienced a series of mysterious and unfortunate events after purchasing a seemingly cursed painting from a charity shop. The painting, bought for £20 from the Hastings Advice Representation Centre in St Leonards-on-Sea, depicted a young girl in a
Possibly
red dress and had been
cursed?
previously returned by another buyer who claimed it ruined her life. This prompted the charity shop
$20
manager
ruin your
to add
life.
a possibly cursed warning on the item. The woman, Zoe Elliott Brown, bought the portrait after her mother, Jane, became transfixed by it and urged her to make the purchase.
Oh, it's
After
her.
bringing the painting home, the family's dog immediately started growling and avoided the artwork. Shortly after, Jane began experiencing
This
health
picture?
issues such as hot flushes, shakiness, and feeling extremely
What the fuck was
cold,
that?
despite wearing 4 layers of clothing.
Mate,
She also
I got this
became
picture
unusually
here.
protective
It's
of the
giving me
painting,
a real weird
continuously
feeling.
staring at it and even polishing it when it didn't need
Getting
cleaning.
chaved up here on a
While
Saturday.
Jane believed her illnesses were unrelated to the painting, Zoe was convinced that the portrait was the cause of her mother's declining health. Zoe eventually decided to keep the painting in a box filled with sage in an attempt to cleanse it of its negative energy. Things took a turn for the worse when Zoe and her partner Ben encountered a large black figure during a walk to watch a lightning storm. The couple fled in terror as the figure seemed to chase them. Although Zoe didn't initially connect the incident to the painting, she later suspected that it might be related. Determined to rid her family of the curse, Zoe returned the painting to the charity shop, only to discover a screw in her new car tires upon arrival. Despite warning the shop manager to be cautious about selling the painting again, Zoe eventually felt compelled to take the artwork back to her home, fearing that someone else might mishandle it. Zoe now hopes to find someone knowledgeable about the supernatural who can properly deal
picture's
with the
scary.
painting and its potential curse. In the meantime, she sealed the painting up in a box with some sage, hoping it
Seal
will
it up,
cleanse the artwork and her
send it
mother's
away.
home of any negative energy.
Get it out of here.
Oh, okay. Look, you said something to it, right?
An ordinary workday took a turn into the inexplicable for Kobe Todd, a 21-year-old shop worker who suspects a ghostly
fucking hand out of
encounter
there.
led to an unwanted scratch on his new Ford Mustang.
Oh,
After
no.
participating in a ghost hunt, Todd now
Oh,
wonders
not
if he brought
that.
back more than just memories, a mischievous spirit that followed him home. The peculiar incident unfolded outside his workplace on March 5th when a shopping trolley, seemingly with a mind of its own, collided with Todd's vehicle. With no one else in sight, the baffled shop employee turned to the only witness he had, the store's CCTV system. Take a look at what the cameras caught.
Sorry, what?
Oh, somewhere, yeah. Oh, you still not in yet. Oh, see? Oh, I'm coming for you. And you said it. Oh, the car. It has to go to you. Wow.
Coming to you.
Oh, and look, it misses that one. Let it squirt right into it.
This unexplained movement has since sparked debates on supernatural interference versus natural causes. While some are quick to ascribe the event to otherworldly activities, skeptics question the forces at play, suggesting wind or uneven ground as more rational explanations. However, the store's surveillance video challenges these theories, capturing an eerily deliberate trajectory of the trolley.
It was a windy
path.
day.
Some even suggested that Todd pulled a piece of string to move the shopping cart, but the fact that it hit his Mustang and chipped the paint seems to rule this theory out. Todd remains convinced of the paranormal nature of his experience, linking the encounter to his recent ghost hunt.
Oh yeah, it was
considering
paranormal.
it more than just a coincidence.
Oh, and look, it misses that one. Let it squirt right into it.
In what some are hailing as a biblical phenomenon, Tavares Brinson was struck by awe as he witnessed what appeared to be a celestial event on the evening of May 6, 2022. Brinson, who was on his way home from work, captured footage of a brilliant white light piercing through the darkness of the night sky in Bradenton, Florida. The footage reveals a single ray of light shining from the heavens, splitting the dark clouds apart in a scene that Brinson describes as a religious experience.
At 5:51 in the morning, this is what we see in the sky.
Isn't that good?
The abnormal light, as it was described in the video, has stirred various interpretations among viewers.
This is what we see in the sky.
While Brinson and others saw it as a divine sign, skeptics were quick to point to a more earthly explanation. Critics have attributed the phenomenon to the after effects of a SpaceX rocket launch that occurred a mere 150 miles away just minutes before the spectacle was filmed. The juxtaposition of spiritual interpretation and scientific reasoning has sparked a
Interesting
lively
juxtaposition.
discussion on social media, with individuals from both camps defending their perspective. The Gates of Heaven video, as it's since been dubbed, continues to captivate and mystify. Whether it's a slice of the divine or a trick of the light courtesy of SpaceX, Brinson's experience remains a fascinating snapshot of the ever-blurring line between the celestial and the terrestrial.
At 5:51 in the morning, this is what we see in the sky.
In an uncanny
What's wrong with
episode that left one family reaching for the nightlight, Jamie Bonnet and Stacey McGilvery were confounded when their
keeping your
2-year-old
kids.
son Loki speculate that the chicken's strange behavior could be an
Yes.
instinctive reaction to a potential
I
predator.
love this one.
such as a
Chickens in the
hawk
Matrix.
lurking nearby. The theory is that by staying motionless, the chickens hope to evade detection by a bird of prey. Others, however, think this is yet another example that we're living in a simulation, suggesting that the chickens are glitching out.
What's happening right now? Babies? Guys.
So what do you think's going on here? Love to hear theories on this strange piece of footage in the comments down below.
Nick! What the? Oh my god!
So what do you think's going on here?
In Miami, Florida, a man's casual filming of his new home took an unexpected and bizarre turn, capturing what many believe to be an elf-like creature on his patio. Sebastian Acosta was recording his property to share with his family when he inadvertently filmed a small orange entity moving through the branches of a tree in his yard. Take a look at the strange footage. Initially oblivious to his unusual discovery, it was a family member who pointed out the odd presence in his video, remarking on the appearance of a goblin.
Oh, just a goblin?
This incident takes an even stranger twist as Sebastian recalls a past event where he owned a ceramic elf, which mysteriously broke. Following the breakage of this ornament, he began to hear unexplained noises around his home, adding an eerie layer to the story. Seeking answers, Sebastian consulted a paranormal expert who visited the location. The expert suggested that the tree captured in the footage has become a gateway to another dimension. Offering advice, the expert cautioned the homeowners against leaving fruit near the tree, warning that it might attract goblins who could play tricks on them. This peculiar incident has stirred up a mix of curiosity and skepticism among those who have heard of the strange story. While some are intrigued by the possibility of otherworldly creatures or dimensional portals, others view it with a more skeptical eye, questioning the validity of the footage and the interpretations offered.
Do not
Regardless,
leave fruit
Sebastian's
out.
unexpected capture of this mysterious entity has added an intriguing
If you leave
chapter to
fruit
the
out,
folklore
you
and
will
mysteries
be
surrounding
haunted.
such mythical beings. In a spine-chilling revelation on TikTok, user Vidyabum shared a photograph sent to him by a viewer, which has sparked a frenzy of speculation about the existence of cryptids, particularly a creature resembling a werewolf. Initially dismissed as an ordinary wolf captured by a trail cam, a closer examination reveals disturbing anomalies. The creature in the image, while wolf-like in general appearance, possesses eerily elongated fingers akin to human hands, a trait uncharacteristic of any known wolf species. Further adding to the mystery, the creature's facial features sharply deviate from those of a typical wolf. Some viewers have also pointed out that its teeth look more human than wolf-like.
Oh yeah, I love this guy.
This bizarre combination of human-like and wolf-like features has ignited a flurry of theories and debates. Some speculate about the existence of a humanoid wolf, perhaps a cryptid that has long
why
been
is that guy got like fucking
folklore and legend. Others wonder if the image could just be the result of a camera glitch or a cleverly crafted hoax.
Last time we saw this, it made me watch that
I'll this one out to you, the viewers,
Where's
for
Your Head
final
At video.
judgment. Love to hear your theories on this
Where's
one
your
in the
head at?
comments down below.
Where's your head at? Don't let the walls cave in on you.
While filming a video for Snapchat, Redditor Kubeb inadvertently managed to capture something rather
Hey, Matthew.
creepy on camera. See if you can spot what it is.
But the song, the video has like all the monkey people. That's what it looked like. There you go.
The poster was travelling in the passenger seat of a car heading towards Tiger Point, a hill station near Mumbai in the state of Maharashtra, India. At the time, they didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. It was only upon returning from their trip and sharing the video that a friend spotted an uncanny detail. If one pays close attention, around the 4-second mark of the clip, a ghostly hand appears to descend from the vehicle's roof. If you slow it down and brighten it up, the unsettling appearance of the mysterious hand becomes unmistakably clear.
What? Or it was Photoshop.
Maharashtra is a state steeped in history and culture that also harbours a shadowy side filled with tales of the supernatural. One of the most well-known places said to be haunted is the ruins of Mukesh Mills. Located in the posh area of Colaba in Mumbai, the ruins of Mukesh Mills are often cited as one of the most infamous haunted locations in the region. An eerie remnant of the city's industrial past, Mukesh Mills was established in 1871 by Muljabai Madhavani. It was one of the many textile mills that flourished during the British colonial era. However, a devastating fire in the 1980s brought an end to its operational days, leaving behind a shell of scorched walls, broken windows, and an unsettling silence. Its dilapidated charm and sprawling complex, offering an authentic rustic backdrop, soon caught the attention of Bollywood filmmakers. However, as the sun sets, the atmosphere at Mukesh Mills becomes palpably creepy. There have been numerous reports by actors, directors, and crew members of supernatural occurrences during their time at the mills. Whispered conversations in hushed corridors, equipment malfunctioning without any apparent reason, and chilling cold breezes in non-air-conditioned rooms are some of the common experiences. One famous anecdote that
You don't really have to
often
buy
circulates in
stock
Bollywood
footage.
circles is that of a leading actress.
You just get like
who,
a
during shoot, began
annual
speaking in a
subscription
man's
to one of these
voice,
services, and you have
warning
like
the crew to
unlimited
leave the
amount.
premises immediately. She had no recollection of the incident once she was back to her normal self. Such incidents have led to a sense of trepidation among many in the industry. Some actors have reportedly stipulated in their contracts that
Like
they
if you
will
get
not
signed up
shoot
with
at
a
Mukesh
thing like
Mills after
Envato
dark.
Elements, you have like
Those
so
skeptics
many
dismiss
fucking
these
things
tales
that you
as
can
mere
license.
urban legends
It's
or the result
insane.
of overactive imaginations. Others believe that the tragic past
I think it's
of
pretty
the
useful,
mills has
honestly.
left behind restless
There's all
spirits.
sorts of cool stuff you can
The belief
do
is
with it.
further fueled by the fact that the mills are built near the sea, which, according to a local law, is believed to be a haven for lost souls.
It's pretty pricey too. It's
Given
like $100 a year
Maharashtra's deep-rooted
minimum.
history and vast cultural diversity, it's unsurprising that the state
It's really
is
for,
rife with
like, creators
tales of
and stuff.
supernatural. This piece of creepy footage, captured by Redditor Kubeb, appears to further serve the enigmatic allure surrounding the region.
Oh, Lizarin, in a sub. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that.
Every homeowner
Twitch
knows
did
the sound
announce
of the
that
occasional
thing
creak
recently
and fart
where,
of their house settling. But when those mundane sounds are accompanied by
starting
events too
in
strange
May,
to
I think,
explain away, even the most rational
you had 3
among
months
us
of
start to feel a
100
chill up the
points,
spine.
sub points. You get
Such was the
60-40
case for
split.
Reddit user Last Mammoth 895.
I'm definitely going to be
not
trying
only
to
an unexpected movement,
figure that out.
but also a cryptic voice.
We're like more than halfway there, at least.
The poster was at work.
I don't know how to promote that exactly, but
who was emptying the dishwasher in the kitchen at the time.
any terms with that? As long as you have 100 sub points at least, you get the 60-40, but they can't be. Doesn't include gift subs and it doesn't include Twitch Prime.
20 feet away in another room.
Like
The
different
husband,
tiers
while
are worth
reviewing the
more.
video,
Like
however,
tier
caught
3 is
something
worth like
even
6,
more
tier 2 is worth
unsettling.
2.
Before the door opens, a voice distinctly
You have to like hold on to
clear
those
can be
points
heard.
for like 3 months consecutively.
If he hadn't have been using his AirPods,
Yeah, we're definitely
it might have
gonna,
slipped
I
by
think, lose Prime.
unnoticed. When he made his wife aware of it, she was
So they're making
understandably
Prime
shaken.
a flat
The initial
rate,
impression he got was the word higher, but upon multiple
depending on your
listenings, it started to sound
region.
more like tire.
So
In a home where
60-40
odd
split
occurrences
won't
are
even
typically
affect the
shrugged
Twitch
off,
Prime
these
sub,
back-to-back
basically, is
events
what
were
that
too
means.
coincidental to ignore.
So you get
The voice, combined with the
235 no
unexplained
matter
opening
what
of the
from a Twitch
closet
Prime
door
sub.
has left them both scratching their heads
And if you have the
feeling more than a
70-30,
little
the
unnerved.
60-40.
So what do you think the mysterious voice is saying? Have another listen and let me know what you think it is in the comments down below. The overwhelming dread that grips a parent upon
overwhelming-
witnessing
dude,
something
at
inexplicable
least, like,
in their
one
child's
baby
room is likely a sensation unparalleled
monitor
by
video
most
per
fears. Imagine
hand video.
its historic walls. The
Ghost of
construction
St.
of the stone
John.
cathedral of St. John the Baptist began in 1843. However, it was destroyed in the Great Fire of 1846.
I don't think they'll just like get away immediately, but I bet you that's gonna happen.
However, it's said that sometime around 1850, tragedy struck again when a stonemason plummeted.
They're gonna
to his
end the
death.
entire
As a
Prime
tribute to the completed
gaming
nave, the
program.
Masons posed for a photograph in their finest attire.
Been gearing it down for a while now.
Posted to Reddit by user Meg111421. But when the image was developed, a chilling discovery was made.
Chilling
A
discovery.
ghostly figure can be seen standing at the left end of the photo.
Mike's cutting out a little bit sometimes.
It's said that this is the deceased Mason. This eerie photograph now resides in the cathedral's museum. Amplifying the site's mysterious aura is its cemetery, which dates back to 1699. For a period of time, the dead were laid to rest on top of one another, potentially numbering over 20,000. Due to natural shifts in the terrain and seasonal changes, it's not unusual to find bones emerging on the adjacent Duckworth Street pavement.
I think Turbo already increased, but it's only because of mobile fees. Like on mobile, it's like fucking $17 now or
In
some
an
shit.
intriguing turn of events, a photograph
They did increase it
taken
last
during
year.
a Boy Scout outing in Fort Pulaski in Savannah, Georgia, around 2003-2004, has stirred up a wave of curiosity and speculation. The image, shared on Reddit, features a mysterious figure in a dead-end hallway behind a group of Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I think Turbo will go up. Those are all going up. Like, what's
Photograph was taken
YouTube
by a
Premium is
Scout's
like
father to
$17 a
visit
month
the
now.
historic fort.
I think they're gonna
The
make
figure
it
appears at
probably
the end of a hallway leading to some barred windows.
something similar
Figure's
eventually.
hazy silhouette stands out, raising questions
It's getting a little
about its
ridiculous,
origin and
shit like that.
nature.
But that's the streamer shit all around now.
The person who shared the image on Reddit provided additional context, stating that the group had just walked down the hallway and back before stopping to take the picture. There was no one else in the hallway at the time and no way for anyone to enter from the other side. The photographer,
I just mean that a lot of
Scout's
streamers
father, is adamant
things,
there was no one visible when he took the photo.
Like you
person
pay
who
for
posted the image also
normal
revealed
price
being
now,
creeped out
or
in
you pay
that
more for
hallway
no
and
ads.
confirms
That's basically
there were a
like
few other people in the fort
becoming
that
the
day due to rainy
standard.
weather. Fort Pulaski, a key site during the American Civil War, is steeped in history and is known to be notoriously haunted.
I think that's what everyone's pushing for eventually.
This figure be a ghostly echo from the fort's past. The image has drawn a mixed bag of reactions.
What, just some fucking Cub Scouts?
Glimpse into the supernatural,
A Princess
possibly a
Crimson
spirit or a
for the
shadow
5
figure
months.
from the fort's history.
Shade it.
Others, however, argue it could be a simple trick of the light or just a case of pareidolia. So what do you make of this eerie figure? Love to hear your thoughts on this one.
Kind of looks like it'd just be another Cub Scout
below.
back there. He's like, I'm not in the picture.
A bizarre piece of footage has been shared on our subreddit. The video was initially sent via Snapchat by a homeowner who was sitting on her porch when she noticed something unusual. Intrigued, she decided to review her home security footage, and what she found was nothing short of bewildering. Take a look.
Take a look.
The sudden appearance of the animal with no apparent source or cause has sparked a wave of speculation and debate among our viewers. Users have been quick to share their theories, ranging from video glitches and light refraction to more outlandish suggestions of teleportation or even a glimpse into the supernatural. While skeptics argue that the video could be a result of a camera glitch or a trick of the light, others are fascinated by the possibility of something more unexplainable. The bizarre thing is, the homeowner claims to have seen this in person, which if true, makes this piece of home security footage truly perplexing.
Truly perplexing.
A viewer of ours, Carol M, has shared a piece of eerie surveillance footage that seems to show something truly odd. The eerie footage originates from an old asylum recently refurbished into a hospital. The viewer didn't specify the location of this property, but it's interesting to know that it said an ancient church and graveyard are just adjacent to this site. Take a look at what's been captured.
Right, okay, this is one of the... What is that? What the hell is going on?
What the heck?
The transparent shapes lack detailed features but possess an undeniable human silhouette.
What the heck is
further adding
going
to the
on?
uncanny nature of the footage.
The heck is that?
Okay, this is on one of the CCTV cameras.
The fuck is a Hans G, guys? I've never heard of that brand before. What the fuck?
Given the location's history as an asylum and its proximity to a graveyard, some have suggested these apparitions could be spirits of former patients, or even buried individuals still tethered to the realm of the living. So the chilling mystery remains: are these spectral figures evidence of life beyond death,
Adderall rolling
or
out.
simply figments of our overactive imaginations? The debate continues.
What the
What the fuck? It's always a recording of a monitor, and it's always like some fucking dumb smoke moving. These fucking
In an
CCTV
incident
ones.
that sparked intrigue and speculation, a group of Cuban locals have recorded an unusual phenomenon in the sky over Havana.
Oh shit, is that what
The
Cuba looks
footage
like?
shared on YouTube by America TV Miami shows what initially appears to be a fireball.
Cuba has a TV channel called
What
America
observers
TV
describe as
Miami.
a strange ship.
Whoa, what the fuck?
The incident, which occurred in late July 2023, begins with the observers focused on a bright object in the sky.
Absolutely, it could be edited. Oh, Max, 63 months. Appreciate that, man.
As they
You
continue
doing?
to record,
Oh,
this
those pictures you
fireball
posted,
seems
they're
to
cool.
morph into an unusual object resembling a rotating ship.
It's like a bird on fire. Flew too close to the sun. It's Icarus.
The news anchors' voices are filled with bewilderment as they speculate about the object's nature. They suggest everything from an extraterrestrial spacecraft to a specialized spy plane or even highly advanced
Did you guys see that
anti-gravity
fucking 8
machines.
drone promotion?
In a lighter vein, the news presenters humorously comment on what extraterrestrials might think if they were visiting Earth and happened to land in Havana.
Saw people arguing about it.
impresión se llevarán de la Tierra, ¿no? Equivocada, creerán
This sighting comes on the heels of a recent congressional hearing in the United States where former military officials testified about their experiences with UAPs.
There was a promotion in
During the hearing,
London where
witnesses
they
made
used
several
drones,
claims, including
make
the
a light
government's
show,
possession
and it was
of
like people
UAPs
fighting
and the
the
recovery
sky.
of
It was sick.
non-human biologics from
People were
crashed
saying it was fake. I'm pretty sure it was
UAPs.
real.
David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence official, told the panel that he's
People were saying it was like
absolutely certain
ADR,
that the federal government
or
is in
AR rather,
possession of
AR, not
UAPs.
ADR.
He also mentioned that he knows of multiple colleagues who were involved in these strange incidents. The hearing also highlighted the need for a safe and transparent reporting
Look at that one
process for
guy back
UAP
there. He's
sightings.
fucking mean
Ryan
mugging.
Graves, a former Navy pilot, told the panel
Fucking
that
kidding
military
me back there?
pilots
Do you
don't
see that
feel
guy?
adequately briefed on UAPs, which had told the process for UAP.
Look at this guy. He's fucking pissed, man. Right here. He knows something. Dude, I can't make that shape with my mouth if I want to.
The hearing also highlighted the need for a safe and transparent reporting process for UAP
This guy back here, too,
sightings.
he's fucking
Ryan Graves, a former Navy pilot, told the panel that military pilots don't feel adequately briefed on UAPs, which he said leaves them unprepared to respond to a UAP encounter.
A lot of different guys in the back there, right? We got a lot of different fellas.
Underscore the growing interest and concern about unexplained aerial phenomena. Whether these incidents are attributable to natural phenomena, advanced technology, or potential extraterrestrial activity remains a subject of debate and investigation.
Well, it kind of looks like a transformer.
A viewer of ours, Josephine
Okay.
B, recently sent a rather eerie photograph.
Yeah, interesting
the peculiar
picture.
image taken
What were
back
you guys
in
doing?
2009 on Christmas Day has since then triggered a lot of unease, curiosity,
What's going on with
and
us?
speculation. Josephine recounted that she had received an analog fisheye camera for Christmas that year. Excited by her new gift, she spent the entire night capturing the festive moments. Little did she know, one of these seemingly innocuous snapshots would turn out to be something of a paranormal curiosity. Among the developed pictures was an unsettling one taken in the kitchen, featuring her then boyfriend's grandmother and sister sitting on the floor. The photo reveals a strange dark figure.
Is strange.
Josephine insists that there was no one standing in that spot when the photo was taken, nor was anyone dressed in such an outfit on Christmas Day. Adding another layer of intrigue, directly on the other side of the wall where this figure allegedly emerged was an altar belonging to her ex's mother, a practicing Wiccan. Moreover, around the time the photo was taken, Josephine was battling addiction and had known 13 people who had passed away just that year. But the strangeness doesn't stop there. Josephine's ex's mother had become embroiled in a police investigation.
But that's
concerning
not
a
all.
suspicious death at an old folks apartment complex where her grandmother lived. The deceased neighbor had previously reported that her ex's mother was stalking and harassing her, even though she had been with them at the time of the
It'd be kind of a funny way to do a ghost story. Just have it be like
Could all
Bob
these
Barker
bizarre and tragic events be
talking about the
somehow linked?
prizes on
Is
Price
this
is Right.
inexplicable figure an ominous manifestation connected to the string of misfortunes that were unfolding?
It could be
at the
kind of funny.
time? Josephine and her family were so perturbed that they consulted a Native American religious figure for insight. Skeptics, however, have dismissed the image as an elaborate hoax or a glitch with the film or camera. Still, the eeriness of the figure,
looks like that
combined
lady
with
from
a series of
SNL.
unsettling incidents surrounding it, leaves one with more than a few unanswered questions. Reddit user Kevin Langford79 has shared a series of images taken from his home security system that have left the community in a state of bewilderment. The images, 2 CCTV stills, were both captured on January 2nd, 2022 at the precise time of 7:33. What's puzzling about this incident is the images, though captured simultaneously from 2 separate cameras, appear to depict 2 starkly contrasting scenes. The first image, captured from one camera angle, clearly shows 2 figures seated outside of the OP's home. However, the second image, taken from a different angle but at the exact same time, shows the same area conspicuously empty. No individuals can be seen. These puzzling images have triggered a flurry of speculation. Some viewers have gone as far as to suggest that the images could possibly be a ghost sighting. Do you
Clearly
agree?
shows.
Let me know your thoughts down below.
Let me know your thoughts. Hello.
In eerie development, a follower of the Facebook group Ghosts of London has shared a pair of images that have sparked intrigue and concern among the community. The images, taken from the homeowner's bedroom security camera, were captured approximately 8 months apart.
Just taping myself sleeping.
28 seconds of Stallman's appearance.
At that point, the control room was...
Doesn't end there. As the TikToker looks up a flight of stairs, something truly eerie happens. It sounds like someone running towards the camera holder. Collecting his nerve and realizing that there's no one actually there, he continues searching for the leaking pipes.
There's a lot of natural lighting in here. I probably don't need the flashlight right now.
Towards the end of the clip, more unexplained banging sounds echo through the facility, ultimately sending this TikToker running in fear.
Creepy.
Fuck out!
No, I'm getting the fuck out of here. That was it.
With these mysterious occurrences,
the ghosts of Stone Cold, can you imagine that?
Wondering if the abandoned care home could be haunted by the spirits of its former residents.
That would be a sick show.
A Pennsylvania mother of 4 was left so shaken by a ghostly figure captured on her security camera that she couldn't sleep, and her family's now contemplating moving to a different home. Amanda Peart, aged 34, recounted her chilling experience to the Mirror, describing how she woke up to heavy footsteps in her house
She's
at
a ghost.
40 a.m. on October 21. When she checked the security camera, she saw what appeared to be a ghostly figure standing in her kitchen doorway. Pitt immediately woke her husband, Jeffrey, and sent him downstairs to confront the possible intruder.
Jeffrey.
However, they found no one in the house and no evidence of a break-in. The family's dog, Ollie, was found pacing around the kitchen. Unable to sleep, Pitt watched some TV and repeatedly checked the camera, hoping that she had imagined the figure. The family, who moved into the home in 2020, has experienced other unexplained occurrences, including receiving security notifications when there's no one home and hearing strange noises. The first truly bizarre event was captured on camera when a door in the house opened by itself, and on another occasion the kitchen sink turned on without human interaction.
No.
Pitt, who previously didn't believe in ghosts, admits that the recent events have made her question everything. As the family grapples with their unsettling experiences, they're considering moving to a different home to escape the seemingly haunted property. So what do you think's been caught on camera here? Is it an intruder or a ghost, as the family suspects? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below.
Oh, is that why?
Is it scarier to think that a ghost or a human intruder is exploring your property at nighttime? The following still shots from a security camera make you ponder just that question. The images, which were posted by Redditor S. Casey, show a human figure approaching the back of a house. The photos come from a security camera on the property which takes pictures when a motion sensor is triggered. The images were sent to the Redditor by their mother-in-law without an explanation. The user's first reaction was to ask, "Why are you sending me an old blurry image of grandma?" The creepy thing is, their grandmother Nancy passed away in 2013. The security footage was captured this year.
No.
Compare the figure in the security picture with these photos of Nancy. There is certainly a strong resemblance. There are many other factors that suggest something odd is indeed happening here. The property is in a gated community and has a 6-foot-high fence, meaning it'd be very difficult for someone to enter the backyard. Also, the figure appears to be somewhat translucent, even though the rest of the background is quite clear. The original poster hopes that it is an apparition of her grandmother returning to make sure that everyone's okay, but many commenters are concerned that the figure is a human intruder, an idea that most deem even more frightening. So would you be more comfortable knowing this is a wandering spirit or a nosy neighbour? Let me know in the comments down below. There are plenty of superstitions about mirrors. We know the breaking one is supposed to bring bad luck, but the one in this video looks perfectly fine at first. The video shows a father walking down a hallway in what looks like an older building. They're heading toward a vintage mirror
All of a
that's
sudden,
hanging
my
on the
kid
wall, and the dad has his phone
disappeared into
camera
the
out to
mirror.
capture the little one's adorable antics. Although, watch what happens.
I was taking the trash out with my son, and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving, and I didn't know
Cool.
why. So I pulled the camera out, and I can't believe I caught this.
That's Rowan.
Watching that again, take note of the child's reflection as he walks away. It almost seems to
Son became a
separate into a
ghost in
separate
his-
reflection.
Son became a
As the
ghost in
toddler's
front of his
reflection
eyes.
disappears, another child peers out from the mirror with big dark eyes. Is this who the child was pointing out? Without further information, we may never know.
Oh my god.
Something strange is definitely happening in this clip.
Reactivity.
It's some security camera footage taken outside of a home in Michigan at nighttime. At first, everything looks perfectly normal. You can see 2 cars parked next to the house and a short staircase that leads down to a collection of potted plants. The trees aren't rustling, the night is eerily still. So what could be making this potted plant move? It's such an
There's
aggressive
like a
force
face
that
in the
plant
tire there.
gets knocked over. As if that's not odd enough, watch
I
what
mean,
happens next.
you could hate them and non-ironically or ironically enjoy them. I know you might be just kind of joking, but also aren't obligated to be here if you don't really like it.
The interior light of the vehicle on
Right,
the right
that's cool.
turns on.
I don't
No
know
one
what people want me to
appears,
say
even
when they
the
say that
passenger door
sometimes.
opens and shuts. The light inexplicably stays on for the rest of the recording. Toward the end of the video, a blinking light materializes in the sky in the background. But admittedly, this
Yeah,
could just be a
I
plane.
know they are. That's why I like to watch them.
So what's going on in this bizarre footage? What made the pot plant fall over? And why did the car door open and the lights turn on? Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below.
No, I get it, but sometimes when someone says something like that, I'm just like, well, are you...
Are
I
our
don't
eyes playing
I
tricks
don't
on us?
exactly know how to
Or is there
react.
something sinister in this room.
Usually
This
people
video
are just
posted by Redditor
fun,
Notel4117 shows
but
real-time footage
sometimes
on a
people
video
really are
monitor.
like angry, and
The
it's like I
camera is
don't,
set up in the Redditor's
I don't know what to
cousin's
tell you.
room while the user is house sitting for his aunt. No one else is in the house. So why does the monitor appear to show a dark silhouette standing by the desk?
No, I got you.
Doesn't look
I understand.
like someone's standing
Just saying, sometimes
First, he takes us on a quick tour
not.
of the room, recording it with
It's
his
not like
camera.
There's no one in here.
Yeah, R2D2.
Pans from the desk to the bed, demonstrating that there's no one else in the room.
Closet.
The OP even cracks open the closet door to take a look. It's dark inside, but there's no sign
dark
of life. When the cameraman goes back to the living room, he picks up the monitor, which shows the live feed from the room he was just in.
Right on the
monitor here.
Now, there appears to be a short, dark figure behind the stuffed dinosaur.
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
The fuck? I guess it kind of reminds me of like America's Funniest Videos, but like
just a dark
for dumb,
blob.
scary things.
The figure doesn't move, but it
I know,
doesn't
what the fuck is this
disappear
camera?
either. It doesn't react when
baby
the cameraman
monitor?
throws a ball into the room.
Fuck is this?
Okay, alright.
Some people believe that the figure is just a shadow. The poor quality of the monitor's camera is making the stuffed dinosaur's face look ghostly as well. Many
like a
commenters
little
think
clown
that they would have
thing.
a better explanation if they could see the cameraman moving in real time on the monitor's
Hey,
screen.
dingo.
But apparently, he's too afraid to go back into the room.
Thank you for that 15 months, man.
So what do you think's going on here?
What you got?
Would you dare enter in an effort to get some answers? Let
Keep
me
forgetting
know
to
in the
eat my
comments
cereal.
down below.
I get like an urge to eat cereal like every 2 months, and then I just don't continue eating it. That water's looking good.
Montauk, New York is known as a high-end vacation destination with
This is gonna be the
sprawling
dead
homes, a
fucking
quaint community,
mole
and
monster.
beautiful beaches. But some people have more sinister perceptions of the area. In fact, some people believe that the Montauk Project, an alleged series of experiments that were performed on
love
abducted
fucking-
children in a lab,
Grinch.
inspired the television show Stranger Things. Many strange
Oh.
things are rumored to have occurred there
Oh,
in
he
real
said it.
life. These stories began to crop up in the 1980s and were legitimized when author Preston Nichols wrote a book about the experiments in 1992. The Montauk Project series details experiments in time travel, extraterrestrial communication, teleportation, and paranormal activities that took place at the Camp Hero military base at the tip of Long Island. Supposedly, the project aimed to develop psychological warfare techniques. Nichols claims that he was abducted from time to time to
This
participate
fucking
in
picture of
these
this guy.
experiments. Although critics attest that his book is a work of fiction, proponents say that he knew about things that were not public knowledge in 1982. According to Nichols, researchers who were involved in the Montauk Project kidnapped young children from the streets and homes of New York. He
Oh,
chose
wow.
children who were neglected or abandoned and forced them to participate in mind control experiments. He calls
Damn, how
them
is this
the Montauk
scary?
Boys,
This is
and
just
in
awful.
2017, one of them allegedly revealed himself. Stuart Swerdlow claims to have been abducted for participation in the experiments. He says that the researchers abused the children so as to break down their minds and use
It's apparently
drugs on
what
them to
Stranger Things
program
is
them.
based on.
A man named Al Bielek came forward in 1990 claiming to have recovered
Al
memories
Bielek?
of working with the Montauk Project.
Alcoholic.
He believes that his memories were intentionally erased to keep the details of the experiment a secret. However, he says that he traveled through time and visited Mars several times.
Okay.
It's said that the plug was pulled on the project in 1980. The underground bunker was supposedly flooded with cement and the area is now closed to the public.
Mhm.
But many people theorize that there is more to the story. Some say that the Air Force may still be operating the underground bunker. Others, however, suggest that the Montauk Project is a fictional narrative that was concocted to distract from the real purpose of Camp Hero, which is to house a secret underground nuclear reactor.
It was concocted.
Locals have even reported screams coming from the underground tunnels. So is the site a haunted relic, a government testing ground, or a portal to another dimension? Unless more information comes to light, we may never learn the truth about this mysterious
Is that just like a long
situation.
piece of drywall?
Our last clip of the day was captured by a CCTV system in Malaysia. It shows a busy metropolitan area, cars are rounding the bend as people cross the pedestrian area.
Into a
However,
portal.
watch closely as something strange appears to happen.
You think it is?
The newspaper vendor appears to vanish.
No.
So is this something mysterious, or are we just watching a glitch in the recording? If we continue watching the man that walks by the vendor, he appears to warp as a truck drives by. This could suggest a glitch or a breakdown in the footage.
appears to
Some people
wolves.
suggested it could be two scenes that have wiped over each other, causing the strange events to appear more mysterious than they really are. So what do you think? Glitch in the security system? Or is it something a little more mysterious? Let me know your take on this one in the comments down below.
Definitely not a weird perspective. Anything like that.
While cameras sometimes catch some pretty unnerving things, most who review their footage are not likely looking out for the paranormal. However, this first clip on our list might just persuade a few to observe a little closer. In the home security footage submitted by Kimberly Carlisle, we can see two parked cars near a house. It's dark outside and there are a few insects flying around the light of the camera. Take a look at what happens next.
Let's take a look.
Out of nowhere, two misty shapes seem to materialize. They move from left to right before disappearing without a trace.
Just a fucking dumb camera.
If you take a good look at the shape at the top, you can see that it
What
resembles
do you
a
think it is, a
ghostly
smoke
person.
monster?
In fact, one viewer noted that it looked like a woman holding her dress. If you slow the footage down, the resemblance becomes even clearer. It also appears as though the woman has her hair tied up in a bun.
Dr. Bob,
It
this
looks like
video's
someone
got so
from a
weird
bygone
though.
era.
Really, we're getting fucking
While
like
this could simply be a
exploitive.
case of pareidolia, the sudden appearance and
check it
disappearance
out
of the
sometime.
shape is certainly mysterious. So what do you think this camera has captured then? Could it be a fleeting glimpse of a ghost? Or is there another way to explain what we're seeing here? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below.
My room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now.
A while back, we featured a clip from a user named Bobby Bars that was uploaded to the Slapcam
Was it the monster
community on
voice? What about
Facebook.
now? Is it better?
In it, we see Bars getting spooked by the sound of disembodied footsteps, just as he's showing a collection of rather unnerving
Oh,
looking dolls to
no.
the camera.
That's fine now.
See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing weird shit.
Well, it seems the poster might still be plagued by the paranormal, as evidenced by this next clip uploaded to his YouTube channel, World Paranormal. Take a look.
Dolls.
Everything seems normal for the first few seconds. That is until we see the toy car begin to roll forwards, seemingly all by itself. "30 seconds or so pass, then the car begins to move once more.
I don't know about that, man.
Suddenly, a stuffed teddy bear falls out of the doll's house as well. Then the car moves for a third time. This
Oh
is shortly
my
followed by
God.
the ball, which begins to rock back and forth as if touched by some sort of unseen force. The video's description reads, "This is what happens when you spend a few days ignoring activity after giving it so much attention for the last few weeks." So could this be the work of a neglected poltergeist looking for more human attention? Let me know your take on this
I get that
intriguing
reference.
video in the comments.
Know that
down
reference,
below.
Archer. I understood
This next
that
photo
one.
was uploaded to Facebook by user Andrew Davies. He says it was captured at his sister's house in Shropshire, England. The pic, which was snapped by his niece, appears to show a ghostly figure standing by the door. In this second image, the poster has adjusted the contrast to highlight the anomaly.
The circle.
After the photo was posted online, several viewers thought that the figure resembled a maid, or possibly even a nurse wearing an apron.
Oh yeah, I saw
If you
that.
take a look at this image of a maid from the Edwardian era, you can see
Do
the
you know what a
resemblance is
maid
rather
looks like?
striking.
Do you see?
The figure even appears to be wearing a white hat or bonnet, dark clothing under the apron, and it also looks as though you can see the white cuffs of their sleeves. Shropshire
understand
is
what
thought to
this
be one of
is?
England's most haunted counties. As the area has a long and sometimes gruesome history, there are many ghostly tales. Shrewsbury Castle, for example, is rumoured to be home to a particularly unnerving
Guys, I got
spirit
bad
known
news.
as
My
Bloody
headset
Jack,
didn't get a long
12th
enough
century
charge.
serial killer who stored the bodies of his victims at the castle.
So I'm gonna have to hand you over to
Eventually caught and
the
sentenced to death, but since then witnesses have claimed to have seen his ghost in the castle grounds.
I have to hand you over to the cart.
Another venue with possible paranormal ties is Ye Olde Punch Bowl Inn. This place is said to be haunted by the ghost of a disfigured former landlord named Harold. Rumoured to have killed his wife along with a young girl
Harold.
named Jessie, Harold supposedly roams
Speaking
the pub with
of
his Irish.
that, I've got a great story. No, not that one. I'll be right back, guys.
Harold. When it got hot in the valley, Thomas and Alfred drove their cows up to a cool green pasture in the mountains to graze. Usually they stayed there with the cows for 2 months.
Harold.
Then they brought them down to the valley again.
I really gotta get like a closed
The work
caption
was easy enough, but
track for this.
it was boring.
Playing.
All day the two men tended
I
their
don't know, but I can't
cows.
follow along.
At night they went back to the tiny hut where they lived. They ate supper and worked in the garden and went to sleep. It was always the same. Then Thomas had an idea that changed everything. "Let's make a doll the size of a man," he said. "It'd be fun to make, and we could put it in the garden to scare away the birds." "It should look like Harold," Alfred said. Harold was a farmer they both hated. They made the doll out of old sacks stuffed with straw. They gave it a pointy nose like Harold's and tiny eyes like his. Then they added dark hair and a twisted frown. Of course, they also gave it Harold's name. Each morning on their way to the pasture, they tied Harold to a pole in the garden to scare away the birds. Each night they brought him inside so that he wouldn't get ruined if it rained. When they were feeling playful, they would talk to him. One of them might say, "How are the vegetables growing today, Harold?"
You ever thought about how they
Another, making
crucified
believe he
Harold?
was Harold, would answer in a crazy voice, "Very slowly." They would both laugh, but not Harold. Whenever something went wrong, they took it out on Harold. They would curse at him, even kick him or punch him. Sometimes one of them would take the food they were eating, which they both were sick of, and smear it on the doll's face. "How do you like that stew, Harold?" he would ask. "Well, you better eat it, or else." Then the two men would howl with laughter. One night, after Thomas had wiped Harold's face with food, Harold grunted. "Did you hear that?" Alfred asked. "It was Harold," Thomas said. "I was watching him when it happened. I can't believe it." "How could he grunt?" Alfred asked. "He's just a sack of straw. It's not possible." "Let's throw him in the fire," said Thomas, "and that'll be that." "Let's not do anything stupid," said Alfred. "We don't know what's going on. When we move the cows down, we'll leave him behind. For now, let's just keep an eye on him." So they left Harold sitting in a corner of the hut. They didn't talk to him or take him outside any more. Now and then the doll grunted, but that was all. After a few days, they decided there was nothing to be afraid of. Maybe a mouse or some insects had gotten inside Harold and were making those sounds. So Thomas and Alfred went back to their old ways. Each morning they put Harold out in the garden, and each night they brought him back into the hut. When they felt playful, they joked with him. When they felt mean, they treated him as badly as ever. Then one night, Alfred noticed something that frightened him. "Harold is growing," he said. I was thinking the same thing, Thomas said. Maybe it's just our imagination, Alfred replied. We've been up here on this mountain too long. The next morning, while they were eating, Harold stood up and walked out of the hut. He climbed up on the roof and trotted back and forth like a horse on its hind legs. All day and all night long, he trotted like that. In the morning, Harold climbed down and stood in a far corner of the pasture. The men had no idea what he would do next. They were afraid. They decided to take the cows down into the valley that same day. When they left, Harold was nowhere in sight. They felt as if they had escaped a great danger and began joking and singing. But when they had gone only a mile or two, they realized they had forgotten to bring the milking stools. Neither one wanted to go back for them, but the stools would cost a lot to replace. There really is nothing to be afraid of, they told one another. After all, what could a doll do? They drew straws to see which one would go back. It was Thomas.
Not the milking
I'll catch up
stool.
with you, he said, and Alfred walked on toward the valley. When Alfred came to a rise in the path, he looked back for Thomas. He did not see him anywhere, but he did see Harold. The doll was on the roof of the hut again. As Alfred watched, Harold kneeled and stretched out a bloody skin to dry in the sun.
Here at Rockwell Automation's world headquarters, research has been proceeding to develop a line of automation products that establishes new standards for quality, technological leadership, and operating excellence. With customer success as our primary focus, work has been proceeding on the crudely conceived idea of an instrument that would not only provide inverse reactive current for use in unilateral phase detractors, but would also be capable of automatically synchronizing cardinal gram meters. Such an instrument, comprised of Dodge gears and bearings, Reliant electric motors, Allen Bradley controls, and all monitored by Rockwell software, is Rockwell Automation's retroencabulator. Now basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it's produced by the modial interaction of magneto-reluctance and capacitive diractance. The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panometric fam. The lineup consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus O deltoid type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the stator. Every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible Tremi pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the gram meters. Moreover, whenever fluorescent score motion is required, it may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation dingle arm to reduce sinusoidal depleneration. The retroencabulator has now reached a high level of development, and it's being successfully used in the operation of Milford trunnions. It's available soon wherever Rockwell Automation products are sold.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. It's a little charged up now. Should last at least another hour or two. So, I think I'm going to play some Enshrouded for a bit. You may have heard